You're connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers, and man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again. Okay?
Here are 3 things you can do to keep your Social Security number and benefits out of the hands of a fraudster. 1. Verify, verify, verify. Always verify the identity of the person asking for your information. Tell him or her that you'll call back to talk to a customer service rep. And keep in mind that government agencies will not ask for your Social Security number over the phone or via email because they already have that information. 2. Guard the final 4. Scammers can use the last 4 digits of your Social Security number to gain access to your personal information, so don't share it in emails or use it as a PIN. 3. Report suspicious activity. If you receive a call or email from someone alleging to be from the Social Security Administration, report that information to the Office of the Inspector General at 800-269-0271. For more tips, go to aarp.org/Social Security. And make sure to tune in to RFD TV the 3rd Thursday of each month for Rural America Live with AARP.
Investigation Department of Social Security Administration. How can I help you?
Hi, how you doing today? Do you like your job?
Yeah, I like my job. What do you mean?
Oh, I was just wondering because it kind of seems like your job sucks.
Do you have any problem from my job?
Do I have any problem with it? I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Oh my God, are you crazy? Are you a dumb person? I will touch your body.
What?
Okay? I will touch your body today.
Today? Well, I'm kind of busy today.
Will you marry me?
You don't seem very nice.
Social Security Administration, how can I help you?
Hi, how are you today?
Good, miss. How can I help you?
Oh, I was just wondering how you're doing today, if you're okay.
See, this is in regards to legal enforcement action, miss. You're talking to your officer, not to your friend, okay?
I want you to be my friend.
Don't call here again, okay? Or else I'll report you to the FBI.
I'll call you right back.
Social Security Administration, how can I help you?
Hey, this guy that you work with was just mean to me.
The guy I work with, he was mean to you.
Yeah. He said he was going to send the police over here and that he wouldn't be my friend.
Ma'am, are you high? Are you smoking weed, marijuana?
No, are you?
Or are you drunk?
Do I sound like I'm smoking weed?
Yes. I do all the time, and that's how you sound like. I am happy. Social Security Administration, how can I help you?
This guy that you work with said that I sound like I'm high. Do I sound like I'm high to you?
No.
The man that you work with told me that he smokes pot all day long.
No.
Do you smoke
Can I
pot?
have your... Rahul meko dena. Are you a motherfucking psychopath?
Now I see over here, today you are logged in that to your Amazon account with a long time after, and then now after that you are make that a purchase some like a $599.
Sir, how come you keep putting me on mute?
You're asking me how come I'm putting you in a mute?
Oh, yes, sir.
Because I have a mute option in my headphone. I'm using it.
Okay.
What is the scientific name of aluminium?
What?
What is the scientific term we use for aluminium?
You mean like AL? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, great.
Work in Google, I don't work in Yahoo. I don't work in Apple or Microsoft. Yes, I think that's the best alternative.
Are you too young to have sex?
Yes, I'm young.
How old are you?
I'm pay for that.
You pay for it?
Yes.
Like with our Grundy?
Yes, correct.
Why? That's gross. Why would you do that?
Madam, you're so smart.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Take.
Good morning.
That was an enthusiastic good morning.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Have you ever
Great.
had that? Have you seen that Pepsi Nitro that they make now?
I've seen it. I haven't tried it.
It looks like a beer can, and it says like vanilla draft. I'm dying to try it.
Oh, you haven't tried it? What's special about it? Like, is there something special about it?
I mean, it's just in a cool looking bullet type can. It looks like a Coors Light type of beer, and then it says Nitro, and then it says vanilla draft. So it looks all fancy, crazy, and then I just don't want to try it because I don't know. I'm nervous to do anything with that much sugar, but
Yeah.
I think I'll break down today, and I need something to wash down my devil dogs with.
What's a devil dog?
Oh, come on now. Really?
Yeah, I honestly don't know what that is. Am I supposed to?
You know, I mean, you know what Piggly Wigglies are?
Yeah.
That's the problem here. See, you know what a name of a store that picks the name Piggly Wigglies. I bet you they sell devil dogs, actually. They're like little cakes, and they have cream in it.
Oh.
Like, I think it's like Hostess, like morning cakes, like coffee cakes.
Oh. Like ding dongs?
Like ding dongs, yes, like something like
okay.
that.
Oh, okay. And they're good?
So,
I don't really like a
I
whole
mean-
lot of chocolate. Sometimes, like, chocolate cake isn't usually my favorite.
well, I'll still be your friend.
Aw. Morning, everyone. Sorry I didn't say hey to everyone yet, but good morning to everybody. Thank you
Yeah,
all
because
so
you're-
much for joining us. What?
Nothing. I mean, Thrill Seeks, give me your address. I'll ship you a package.
Ship us all a package. I thought whoopie pies are no way. There's no way they're like whoopie pies. Whoopie pies are AKA gobs. We call them gobs because my parents are from the north. They gotta be better than those like prepackaged. Are way better than those prepackaged little Debbie things.
It's like two picture 2 layers of chocolate cake, say, and in the middle there's like cream, like a Hostess cupcake.
Oh.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I know what a cupcake is.
I mean, I think you need to go to your nearest convenience store and just study the not good for you impulse snacks.
No, then I'll get
Um,
addicted to them. I have a food issue problem. You know,
I'm not telling you to buy them.
that's like
Just take
encouraging
a
an
picture.
alcoholic to
Take a
go to
picture
the
and send
bar.
it to me. You'll be fine. I just I need to school you in some junk food etiquette.
Yeah. I'm a salty junk food person. You like, if I'm gonna get junk food, I usually get like chips or something, which are extra bad. I think
You know
they're
what?
worse than cake.
You know what's interesting, and it probably sounds gross to a lot of people, but you know that's just the way things start. Sometimes they put these weird combinations, and people are like, "Oh, that tastes good." That's how peanut butter and chocolate became a thing, I think, and weird stuff. But chocolate potato chips, I haven't been able to find them. I'm sure you can get them online, but I haven't seen them in any stores. We used to sell them when I was the manager of a Borders Books. Um, they're the most amazing thing. So, I mean, if you like salty stuff and then you like chocolate, it's a win-win.
I'd definitely be up for trying them. Now, my only exception for that is people, I have a reputation for my love of pickles. Like, I eat a lot of pickles for snacks and stuff. If it wouldn't give me a stroke due to the salt content, I would drink the juice out of the pickle jar. But it's just like literally an overdose of salt waiting, so I don't. But when Sonic had the pickle Slurpee, or whatever it's called, not Slurpee, what's it called? What are those things called? Like those ground up ice things?
Sonic. In a long time.
But anyway, it's like a Slurpee. I can't remember the word for it. But anyway, everyone was like, "Oh, you gotta try the pickle Slurpee. You love pickles." And I was like, "Yeah, let's go try it." Well, like, I almost like barfed. I hated it so much because it was just like, one of the reasons I love the pickles is because I just love like the salty juice of it. And when you combined it with like the sweet sugar, I was like, no, this is ruining the pickle. So no, it wasn't my favorite. I do like a pickle martini. I've had those before, but they're still salty.
I like pickles, but I mean, pickles in the jar, that's where it should stop. I couldn't see anything being with a pickle.
No, what do you mean?
I would have to eat. I like pickles, but I would like to eat them just by themselves. I don't need to fancy a pickle up with like chocolate sauce or fried pickles or like little Vegemite on them. I just a pickle should be left alone. It's like the perfect snack, and I would never want to mess it up with trying to put something with it.
I agree, except I do love a fried pickle. Especially when they make them like long and skinny. Those are my favorite.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So how was your weekend? I traveled this weekend, so I was out of touch with everyone, but I got back last night. How was your weekend?
I just one day at a time. I don't even remember what days what. I think I watched the scammer takeout mess with the PCH video on Saturday, I think it was. And I was driving a little bit. I caught some of his stream. He's always entertaining. And then I messed with some scumbags on the scammer hotline number. I think I got a lot of, I could probably make enough videos for the next couple weeks. And then Sunday I met with my mom and got bananas.
Cool. Free bananas.
Banana.
I hate bananas. I hate the flavor and I hate the texture.
Now, bananas are something that you see at fairs, and actually in I forgot what country I was in when I was little, but it was like a Vietnamese restaurant, and they fry up a banana, and then it has ice cream on the side, and that was pretty cool. And then there's a lot of places where you can get chocolate covered bananas.
Yeah. Well, didn't Elvis Presley eat them like that or something? He ate some kind of funky banana thing, didn't he?
Oh, I heard of that guy. I know him.
Yeah.
Did he eat that stuff?
Yeah, and he was in the Home Alone movie.
Elvis was, huh?
Yep. The one and only Elvis. Every time we talk about Elvis, I have to throw that comment in.
And a lot of people haven't seen this movie, but I mean, I'm sure some people have. If you're like a Tarantino fan and you like those types of movies, I'll plug it, even though they would never help us. Christian Slater's in it, and Dennis Hopper, and Christopher Walken, and Val Kilmer plays Elvis, True Romance, and Christian Slater's kind of like this guy, and he's got to go have revenge on this pimp, Gary Oldman, who used to control his girlfriend, as Christian Slater's new girlfriend. And anyway, Val Kilmer is like telling him throughout the movie, he's talking to him, and Val Kilmer plays Elvis.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but I don't do the movie justice when I'm trying to review it. Everybody needs to go see True Romance.
True Romance. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the perfect combination of love and blood and rage and anger and Tarantino witty lines, and I cannot say enough about this movie. 2 thumbs up. Both my hands are raised.
Well, I didn't catch anyone's videos this weekend. I'll try to watch some as I'm working this week, because I didn't watch literally anybody's except for yours, Take. Take had a really good one. If y'all missed it, it was awesome. Make sure you go watch it after the stream.
Oh, thank you.
But congrats to Pierogi, who had one go viral. He posted one on Saturday, and it has over 1 million views already.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, Pierogi. Sorry, I'll watch it this week. But I was just busy traveling on Saturday, so I missed it. But I saw that it had like way over 1 million. So. That's pretty awesome for
good.
Just posting it on
That's
Saturday.
Awesome for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that his videos don't normally get more than 100 or 200 views, right? So it's nice
exactly.
that he's getting 1 million.
Yeah, he tries to be like CJ Scams and get up to 300, but sometimes he has trouble.
Right. I'm like excited if my videos get like 400 in a week, and I'm all pissed off if it's only 200. I'm like, what the hell? Nobody likes me? But that's just so nice that he got 1 million views on a video.
Yeah,
he definitely deserves it.
He's killing it in the view department. He has 1.2 million on the one from 2 days ago. 2 weeks ago, he's at 4.3 million. 3 weeks ago, he's at 1.5 million. 4 weeks ago, he's at 2 million. I mean, his views are killing it. So we definitely are happy for him. We couldn't have asked for a better person to be successful, so congrats to Pierogi.
I mean, I got so much going on, I might have missed that one, but since you mentioned it, I know what I'm going to be doing right after this, so
yeah.
I'll definitely go check that out. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and I'll check out TakeOut's video. Mary's.
Oh, and then your stream was yesterday. Oh, yeah, that was Monday. I'm so confused on what day it is, but yeah, you and Pecan Head were ripping up stuff. People were talking about that, and they will be for a while. I mean, somebody was in chat saying that was just maybe it was Lost Rambler when I was talking to those guys last night. Somebody was saying that's artwork. I mean, the way that you guys had that set up, and I know you weren't even really going by script, obviously, but Pecan Head just played a great part, and I think
he did good.
Your acting was definitely better than most that I watch in these Bollywood movies that I've been watching.
Well, that's not saying much, but thanks.
You were crying, and this big man took my money. It was just a great morning yesterday, you guys.
He did, yeah. Pecan Head did awesome, and one of my favorite parts of Pecan, which I know was like not even that much, but it was just so funny the way he did it. Was I would be like, can I please have my box back? And he's like, no. I don't know why. That was just so funny to me. Like a UPS worker would be like, no. No, you can't.
Right.
So he did really awesome. So thanks again to him for joining me. I have a couple other people that I need to post that were on with me in the last few weeks. I had Scamflix, and I also had Sweet Serenity. She actually played my child. She was does a child voice. and she came on and was like whining and stuff, like and I told her that talk to your daddy, he's on the phone, and I gave her to the scammer, and stuff like that. So I'll have to work on all of those and posting. And if anybody wants to come on my Twitch, aka Mr. TAGOW, let me know, because I'm trying to have some different people on just for variety.
If you streamed at a decent hour, I think I'm up at like midnight to about 4 in the morning. That's the perfect time.
Okay,
If you ever stream, I promise I'll be on there. During the day, I'm either on the phone with a scumbag or I'm sleeping. So it's
all good.
but I definitely got to get over to Twitch more.
It's all good. But I will be streaming hopefully this evening. I'm trying to do like Tuesday evening, just to hit some evening people that are working, and then tomorrow, and then I try to get up and start early on Wednesday, because I usually stream for like a few hours tonight and then leave it open-ended, and then I'll be on tomorrow morning. So that's what I'm hoping, as long as I can find someone that'll answer the dumb phone. I have tons of those hackers though. I saw this girl left a post, and she had so many of those hackers leave comments, and a lot of them had numbers. So I figured, worst case scenario, I'll start baiting those hackers more,
Yeah, that's good.
Because it is, like, the more I thought about that, I was like, what trash that they would prey on someone that just got scammed. It's nasty. It's just nasty. So.
You can't expect too much from or you can't expect anything from the criminals. I had a great conversation with a guy yesterday, and when we play that call, people might be like, oh my God, he's going soft. I was very nice to him, and I got him to talk, and I was asking him, well, what if your mom got scammed? She won't get scammed. I have enough money to live for 2 centuries. No one will mess with us. But he was very matter of fact, and he has no problem telling you that money's everything, and he'll just scam you. But he was very well spoken. Like, it was a serious conversation. It was cool. I couldn't believe he talked to me for that long.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear that.
I think I ended the conversation with, thank you so much for talking to me. I don't fucking like you and what you're doing, but I really do appreciate you talking to me. So, I tried to contain myself throughout the interview, but there's just no remorse for a lot of these people. It's unfortunate. Too far gone.
Yeah, for sure.
And if he had a job, he'll be the first to tell you, you can get me an engineering job. I make a lot more money doing this. So it's not like he's really looking to stop doing it. He just doesn't look at it like, he doesn't believe in God, doesn't believe in karma, scams people, and just wants to get a lot of money.
Yeah, that's hard when they don't feel like there's any consequences, like moral consequences. It's hard to get them to realize, what they're doing is wrong.
Yep. Well, I think he knows it. He doesn't care. Yeah. That's what was most frustrating about that conversation. But I won't talk anymore about that. We'll play it next week or 2 weeks or whatever. But
looking forward to that. And I will have a bonus video coming out at the end of the week. It'll be short, but I did have a short, brief conversation this weekend that I did my best to record. It's not the super greatest audio because I was traveling and it was unexpected. With a scammer that worked at MetTech, the one that got raided due to the Trilogy Media video and the Jim Browning video.
Oh, that's awesome.
She was on a pre-scheduled vacation day when it got raided, so she avoided the raid. So, but she worked there for 2 months. So, I did a brief conversation with her, so I'm going to post a short video later in the week of that. Her English is not good, so it's not like tons of information, but there was some interesting, a few interesting tidbits. So, I'm editing that now. So.
Oh, that'll be cool. Can't wait for that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's about time for the news. Is our news field agent ready?
And then, do we have somebody coming on with us? Is today Raz Day?
Today is Raz SSA Day.
Okay, yeah, we gotta get to the news, and we gotta play some of my nonsense, and then I really want to speak with Raz, because Raz is always so nice, and just a great baiter, great supporter, and we're always talking in Discord. Probably, I probably talk to Raz a lot more than I talk to a lot of people, but it's nice to talk on the phone sometimes. We're always texting or through Discord, so I'm very excited.
Okay. So are you ready, Mr. Chester? Okay, let's add Mr. Chester Draws. I still can't say that to the convo. Chester Draws. Like, if it wasn't with the word Chester, I could say draws. But because...
Drawers, like what you want to get into.
Right, because it goes with Chester, I want to say drawers. And then it's just not good. So here comes Mr. Chester. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to posting that later in the week, hopefully. And it'll be short because she didn't speak very good English, like I said. Good morning, Chester Draws.
Good morning. Good morning, Take. How are you? And good morning, afternoon, night, wherever everyone else is.
You see how proper he sounds? I mean, maybe the scammers have it right when they say, I don't speak good English. Why don't you speak like they do in England or Australia? I mean, you sound very professional, very, very classy. Yeah. Nobody would ever know, like, that you studied for a blood test and failed. Yeah. I mean, you sound
so true.
You sound brilliant, mate.
Yeah, I'm the one that brings the knife to a gunfight.
You get stabbed in a shootout. No.
Oh, poor
You
Chester.
brought back a donut because there was a hole in it.
Yes. Well, what do they do with all the donuts after they've made the hole?
We
they
eat
sell
the
them.
holes. In the US,
Donut
we
hole.
eat the holes. Yeah. You don't eat the holes in the UK?
Well, I want to, what happens to them? Do they sell them as mini donuts?
They sell them as donut holes. I get them at Dunkin'
I've
Donuts
seen donut holes for sale. You can buy gluten-free donut holes.
I love donut holes.
Fresh air.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to eat the hole, Chester. Got to try the hole.
Eat the whole
I'll
hole.
try and remember. I'll try and remember that.
Yeah, don't go there. That's what she said. I'll say it.
All right. So what's going on?
I'm just gonna try the jingle. See, I've tried to pump it up, but let's see. How's that?
I don't hear anything. I'm sure it's brilliant, mate.
Sorry. Sorry to disappoint you. It's still pretty quiet. No, if you want to send it to me, I can play it for you next time.
Yeah, turn it up.
Okay. Hello, this is Chester Draws, special roving reporter for the Morning Scam Show on WSCAM Radio. And we have some a bit of sport today. News that's just coming up. After 2 years, the cheese rolling competition has come back to
thank God.
to a town in Gloucester, and it's now been officially classified as an extreme sport. And for those of you that don't know what a cheese rolling sport, extreme sport is a town in called Brockworth in Gloucestershire, and it's basically a hill which is almost vertical, so 1 in 2 sort of gradient. And the start of the race, one of the officials pushes a 7-pound or 3 kilo double Gloucester cheese down the hill, and then competitors from all around the world run after this cheese, and the winner is the first one that catches it. Unfortunately, people tend to break limbs on this event.
Why?
So hence it's...
Well, I would hope so.
It's a 1 in 2 gradient. It also rained over the weekend, so yeah, it wasn't very pleasant.
I mean,
How do they
now
break
is this
limbs?
televised in that area? I've never heard of this, but I don't really know sports. I'm sure everybody in the world knows cheese rolling, but I'm just kind of not too bright when it comes to sports. Is
Let,
this televised or is it just kind of starting out?
I know it's been going for a number of years. I've just posted a link to the article in chat, so those
Now,
of you want to find out a little bit more,
is there like a cheese rolling channel? Can I watch 24/7 cheese rolling from around the world?
well, there's certainly some cheese, but I mean, I'm not quite sure whether it's a channel that's most appropriate at breakfast.
They should team up with the hot dog eating contest and do like
Yes,
double
that
headers.
would be good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good. I'm up for that.
Well, how do they break limbs though? I don't get it. Maybe I'm not picturing it right.
Well, like if you and I were racing, I can figure this out right now. If we're racing and we're trying to roll cheese and who's going to win, I would push you, and then you might break an arm, or you might push me and I could break a leg. Is that what's happening, Chester? Or like,
Yeah, it is, and it's on a near vertical descent as well. It's a 1 in 2 gradient.
yeah, I totally get it. I'd push her right out of the way. That's my cheese.
Okay, good to know, y'all.
get-
Don't cheese roll with Take, or you might get pushed.
I don't play around when it comes to cheese rolling. You better bring some gauze to the meat.
Absolutely. The next one, I've not actually been to the cheese rolling competition.
You have?
Oh, you're missing out.
Oh my God,
I
you
haven't.
have to go.
I missed out. Yeah, next year, definitely be there. But I have been to this one. I've just posted it in chat. It's tar barrels, flaming tar barrels of Ottery St Mary. Picture this: very narrow streets, fully crowded, so you can't really move, and then a participant has a barrel which is full of straw and other combustible materials, and then an accelerant is poured into the barrel, it's lit, and they run up and down the street with this barrel with flames going everywhere in very, very close proximity to the spectators. And when I was there seemed to be quite a thing with the local youth to throw pressurized cans of hairspray and things like that.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yep. So, I mean, I'm sure that you have that kind of thing, but that's usually when people were sort of rioting. This is a sport. So
That should be an extreme sport, if anything, I would think.
Oh yeah, but the thing that really gets me is that there are 11-year-olds running up and down with these big barrels. Can you picture the sort of big wooden oak barrels with flames shooting out?
Oh, I dream of it.
Yeah, and there's marshals that are running alongside them with cans of paraffin just in case the barrel goes out. Yeah, they do wear protective clothing, these kids, but they're putting them on their shoulders.
So, is that more dangerous than the cheese roll or equal?
Well, it depends on whether you consider, third degree or first degree burns as.
Well, everybody suffers now and then.
For their art, so that's the sporting side of stories today.
Thank you, Trish. Thanks so much. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no.
Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I can't see chat at the moment. So I'm just going to pull that out over there. Have you heard the one 5 African grey parrots, Billy, Eric, Tyson, Jade and Elsie, recently had to be separated for encouraging each other to swear at patrons at the Lincolnshire Wildlife Centre in the UK.
I have not heard that, but I mean that sounds like something I need to know about. So there's 5 parrots, and parrots talk, right?
Yep.
And they're teaching each other how to swear.
Yep.
Oh, that's genius! I love it.
So the Steve Nichols, the zoo's chief executive, told them that people are very entertained by the potty-mouthed parrots. When a parrot tells you to bleep off, it amuses people very highly. It brought a big smile to a really hard year, he said. But for the sake of children, the zoo decided it was best to put the birds in separate enclosures until they could behave.
Wow, that's a solution right there. I mean, parrots are
solitary confinement.
I love when they like you're in a pet store and they can just talk. It's just so fascinating, those birds. I used to have a parrot when I was younger, actually, but it died. It starved to death because it didn't learn how to say "I'm hungry," so we never fed it.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh my
That's
God!
just like
Don't even tell me that.
That's just like you go on holiday and forget to feed or change the water in a goldfish bowl, and you have to phone a neighbour up to make sure that they can go to a pet shop and get a similar size and coloured fish.
Yeah. Well, though, I read this whole thing about how you should never teach a parrot to swear, because if something happens to you and the parrot has to be rehomed, it's like a lot harder to rehome them if they swear. So don't teach y'all's parrots how to swear. Autograph likes your accent, Chester.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you sound like a proper man. I mean, very brilliant.
That's okay. Take.
Classy.
See, if we had that accent, we would sound super smart, even if we're not. So we need to develop that accent.
I can see Chester just walking into a room with like a 3-piece suit and a top hat and drawers. Chester drawers.
I bet if I had that accent, Pecan Head wouldn't call me blonde anymore.
I don't know. It might take more than that.
Well, if I switch my webcam on, you'd see me. I'm in my sort of smoking jacket, cravat, and I've got the pipe. Hang on.
That's right. I'm in curlers, right? And a pair of budgie smugglers. You still have me beat. You have those little patches on the elbows.
You have the monocle, right?
Oh, definitely.
And a cane, yeah, right. Yeah, and he's got a cane.
A tweed jacket with patches on the elbows. Yeah. And when you're wearing shoes, a bit of a tip: you never wear brown shoes in town. So, just a tip for you.
Okay, that's a great tip. And you don't wear right after Labor Day.
Yep. Anyways, my last story for you today. A Pakistani pigeon was arrested by Indian law enforcement on suspicion of being a spy.
He was arrested for what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you someone sneezed. Yeah.
No, I got excited. You said pigeon. I said pigeon. I love pigeons.
Yeah, it's a Pakistani one, and it was arrested by Indian law enforcement on suspicion of being a spy. Apparently, this pigeon flew over the contentious border and was apprehended due to a suspicious ring around its ankle printed with numbers. The numbers were actually the cell phone number of the pigeon's owner, and after a thorough investigation, the pigeon was deemed not to be a threat to national security and was set free.
Nice.
It was just an innocent bird, police told Reuters. But before, I mean, this isn't the first time it's happened. In 2016, similar sort of thing happened. A pigeon was taken into custody after it was found to have a note attached to his leg, threatening the then Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Well, I think he still is a prime minister.
Well,
Narendra Modi. So there you have it. Spy pigeons flying across the border.
You know, somebody had sent me something not too long ago, and it makes sense. There's a movement, and I'm sure other people know about this, but people think, or there's a certain group of people that think that birds they exterminated all of the birds a while back, and now every single bird that you see is actually a drone, and they're spying on us.
No.
I totally agree.
People really believe that birds are if it flies, it spies. I think the slogan is.
And the chemtrails, them and the that and the chemtrails, and I'm surprised they didn't say the chemtrails in the sky killed the birds.
I mean, I don't judge. There's people that believe the Earth is flat, and a lot of things. But I mean, I was flabbergasted when I saw that. Now every time I see a bird, I used to worry about them dropping something on me. Now I wonder about them. Like, what are they doing? Are they're on my windowsill watching me when I'm touching my doodle dasher? Like I'm so paranoid now of birds. I still love them though, but yeah.
I have seen a lot less bird poo lately, so maybe it's true.
Could be.
Yeah, that's like a decoy, I think he was saying. Like, they do that just so they appear natural. But if it flies, it spies. And you know what? You might think I'm stupid, but I guarantee you, if you see a bird today, you're going to remember this goofy conversation.
Definitely, and it's going to be repeated on many calls. It's another one. Sorry. I just behind the bars. Hi B, I'll catch up with you later. Has sent me a link to a news story that caught her eye. A California court classified bees as fish under endangered species law. Now, I didn't think that bees could swim underwater. But however, a ruling by a California appeals court had the unusual effect of classifying bees as fish under the state's endangered species law. I mean, this is something that's been going back to 2019, apparently, where groups had argued that bees couldn't be classed as endangered under the general classification of invertebrates.
Well, you need bees.
Yeah, we do, but they're endangered, but they're now fish as well.
I did see there's less honeycomb cereal now out there, I noticed. And that makes sense.
That must be why.
Yeah, if they're trying to conserve honey and there's not enough bees, I totally get it.
For sure. Yeah.
But anyway, that was my news roundup for
awesome
this Tuesday. This is Chester Draws for WSCAM Radio, the Morning Scam Show. And now back to you in the studio.
Right, cheers, mate.
Chester signing off. Well, thank you, Chester.
And as I said, good morning, Raz. One half of the Humperdinck sisters. Look forward to the next pool party.
Oh yeah, their videos are. We'll talk about that when she's on. But yeah, they're very entertaining, those two together. But everybody go show Chester Draws some love and go sub to his channel. Very entertaining stuff.
And when will you have a new video out, Chester Draws?
I am working on one at the moment.
Burn of Mr. Draws.
Yeah. I decided not to do that technical paper, which was due last Christmas. So
Good.
What are they going to do? Fail you?
I won't be professionally competent anymore. So I'm just going to be professionally incompetent.
Great, you fit in.
Right. I mean, it's time to start focusing on the thing that matters. The real world stuff like YouTube. Don't worry about your life and your professional career. Worry about YouTube. We're hungry for Chester Draws.
I will be there. I will be there soon. Promise, dear listeners.
All right.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you Thursday, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
Yeah, definitely. And
All right.
I'm just going to do the boop.
Yep.
Take
Be
care,
careful
everyone.
out there. Don't
Adios.
get into a barrel, and definitely do not go chasing cheese.
Yeah.
Well, if you do, you could have the toasted cheese sandwiches at the same time. But anyway,
True.
that's another story.
Oh,
See you guys
right.
later.
Adios.
Bye.
Later, bro.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, thank you so much, Chester. And he will be back on Thursday for more breaking news.
Like I said before, if he did like a 2-hour stream of just news, I would just shut the hell up and listen to him. It's just so fascinating. You know what he comes up with.
Yeah. Well, and just to update you on the nonprofit, the website is almost done. We were about to post the link, and then our good friend, Mr. Sven, hacked the website in 5 minutes. So we're trying to make it less hackable. But all the content is on the website. We're just working now on the hackability of it. So
Well, that's good to know. I was getting ready to compliment you and saying, I don't know who made that website, but it's such a nice professional website. And then I'll wait to say congrats until it gets to be cyber safe.
Yeah. Yeah. So thanks to Sven for checking out the website for us. But yeah, I sent it to him for him to look at the content, and he wrote back 5 minutes later and said, I hacked it. And I was like, oh my God. So he's going to be working with the web guy to make it a little bit safer before we take it to the public. But we are working on that, and we are working on I have some other ideas cooking that I will share with you guys later. So yeah, we're kind of going for it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. And we're still raising money if anybody would like to give some money to Sarah. I had put her video private because I was trying to reach out to some news outlets because I knew that would help increase her, recovery. But I haven't had a whole lot of luck, so I might repost it. I made it for the members. If anyone didn't see it, I do have it up for the members. But I might repost it for the public because I haven't had any luck. But I was trying. But if anybody would like to still donate for her, you can PayPal that email right there on the screen.
If you need a good tear jerker moment, watch that video. It's like I won't cry at a funeral usually, but listening to her story, would just bring tears to the most hardened person. It's definitely a good conversation we had with her, and it was so nice that she shared her story.
Yeah.
But I haven't teared up like that since Little House on the Prairie.
Wow, that long?
When Albert died. Yeah. That got to me.
Yeah, that was sad. What about when there's so many sad moments there, but what about when they had the blizzard and all them kids died?
Or
when Laura bought the stove for her mother. You gotta pick and choose
your tears. You gotta pick and choose when you cry. And when Albert was going, it was sad.
Yeah. Or when Laura gave up her horse to buy a stove for her mother.
And then there was the episode where they found gold and it was fool's gold. There's a million reasons, but you got to pick and choose. There was a time, I don't know, do you ever watch What's Happening? I think I'm a little older than you. So you remember that show?
No, I've never heard of that.
Well, Dwayne and Raj and Rerun, some of the older people might know what I'm talking about, but they were at a show and they were forced by these thugs to bootleg and record the Doobie Brothers, and the tape recorder fell out and they got in trouble, and I felt bad and I almost teared up.
Oh, you're such a
Scamula's here. Good morning, Scamula.
Outside that hardcore is just some mush on the inside, right?
Yep.
Yep, he says yep. Let's make sure before I play your video I have the right one queued up.
Thank you for calling reservation. How can I help you?
Today's date, and I do have to apologize. We're playing it later today. Normally in the very early morning, although lately there's been 30 people from the start. But there's a lot of bad language. A lot of swear words. If you're offended, I don't mean to offend you. Please don't, nothing you haven't heard before. And we're all friends here. But it's, I have been getting through to them a lot more. And that's what I do. I just rage at them.
And whoops, I started it for 1 second. Sorry, when I was trying to make sure the right one was queued up. But they all heard that, so. The channel is marked for adults only. Thank you so much, Scamula, and
thank you so much, Scamula.
And DA as well.
Oh, and thank you, DA. Yeah, I'm not watching chat. I just happened to see a name pop up and said, "Oh, Scamula's here." But yeah, that's all. It's just a lot of swear words. But when do I not swear? I guess.
DH has the news of the day.
What?
DH just gave us the news.
What's the news?
That you're going to stop smoking if you get to 1,500 subs.
We talked about that last night. I was on the phone with him and Pecan and Lost, and that came up. I have to do it on my own. I don't want to be one of those guys say, "Oh, everybody, if you care, sub," and then I'll quit, because I don't know. I'm going to quit on my own, but I'm not telling you not to sub, but I'll definitely quit, hopefully by 1,500 subs. It'll take me another year to get that anyway. So I got time. I can smoke. I'm smoking right now. I like to smoke.
How come you never invite me to these little meetings? Is it just for boys
Talking about it makes me want to smoke more. I'm lighting up to another cigarette. 2 are going at once. Double-fisted here.
Well, I just want to know why I'm never invited to these parties. Is it because I'm a girl? Because that's not fair.
Hey, Anushka. No, there's people that go in there. Harley's in there sometimes, and sometimes Mary and Raz, and I don't know. I just go to Discord, and if I'm done making calls and before I go to sleep, I'm like, oh, let me see if I can talk with Pecan Head. He always can tell me a nice bedtime story. And then other people are in there, and that's how that starts.
And then you scream at scammers, and then you fall fast asleep.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes just talking. I mean, yeah, but look on Discord, or I'll text you next time. I'll be like, hey, join us. I figured you were sleeping. It was late last night.
Yeah. All right. Well, let us go to Take's wonderful video.
Yeah, not me. Let's we've got to hurry up and get my nonsense out of the way, and then we're talking with Raz. I cannot wait.
When we come back, we'll have Raz on, and we'll talk about her scam baiting and SSA scams. So looking forward to it.
Yep, and thank you so much for being here, Anushka Blue.
Yes.
Thank you for calling reservation. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. Hello.
Hi, sir. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's so hot over here. I had the AC cranking, and I didn't really hear what you said. Is this reservations?
Yes, sir. This is a reservation desk.
Oh, for what airline? We were booking a trip. And...
So we
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we work for all the nation.
You work for? So you're a travel agency?
Reservation. This is Charlie. How may I help you?
Hi, I was just talking to somebody. We got disconnected. I was just trying to ask who you are. I had a couple different calls from this number, and I know we've been trying to book a flight, and we've called several numbers in the past week. Like, who are you guys? And why would that guy just hang up?
May I know your name?
My name's Dean Myers. Who are you? Who am I speaking with?
My name is Charlie.
Okay, Charlie. So, all I'm asking is, what company are you? Like, why would he hang up like that?
Thanks for calling reservations. You're talking to Paul. Can I help you?
Hello there. We got disconnected. I'm trying to figure out if I can book a flight through you or not. I've been hung up several times. What is going on in your company, sir? Is this a legit place? Go ahead.
May I know your concern, please?
I'm trying to tell you my concern. I mean, do you understand me? Like, do you have anyone there that speaks English?
Which language are you speaking with?
One that you don't understand, obviously. I think you're...
I do understand whatever you're speaking, okay?
Okay, well then you can understand this, bitch. Go take a glass of water and fuck yourself. Something I said?
Hello, this is Dennis from Amazon.
Dennis, it's me again. Okay, say hey, Chuthia. You can't block me, bitch.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, this is Kevin calling you from the ground department. How are you doing today?
Kevin, what department are you calling me from?
We are calling you from the U.S. Federal Grounds Department, sir.
I heard you're calling me from, and then you kind of, I don't understand. Do you have anybody there that speaks English?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, yeah, hi, sir. A very good day to you. This is Jordan here, and I'm calling you from Grants Department. So how are you doing today?
Good. You're calling me from the criminal department? What did you say? I don't hear you.
No. It's Grants Department.
Oh, the scammer department. Okay, I hear you now. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I'm speaking with Peterson.
Yep. Who are you?
A very good day to you, sir. This is John here, and I am calling you from Grants Department.
From
So how
what
are you doing
department?
today?
What department? Criminal department? You're a criminal.
Hello?
Hello?
This is Martin Fletcher, and I'm calling you on behalf of U.S. Federal Grants Department. Your name and number has been qualified some amount of grant, which you can use for your personal purpose. So are you looking this money, which you can use for your personal purpose?
Oh, yes, I could use that money. The problem is I'm not understanding you. Is there anyone there that speaks English?
Yes, I am here to explain you everything, okay?
I just don't understand you. You have a very thick Indian accent. I happen to love India. A lot of good people in that country. Not you, though. Hello? Hello?
Hi, sir. Myself is Liz, and I'm calling you from First Credit on a recorded line. How are you doing today?
Good. Listen, what are you wearing right now? Are you wearing like a nice tight sari? Can I talk you out of that sari? Go ahead, please.
Sorry, why should I be wearing a sari? I'm wearing a jeans. Do you like a jeans?
Yeah, can you take a picture? Send me a picture of you in your nice tight jeans. Come on, Rundy. I know you got it in you.
Randy ke bachche tum ho. Oh, Randy ke bachche. You are Randy ke bachche. You are some. You are Chiral ke bachche.
Okay, say hey, Rundy. Okay, say hey, Rundy.
Oh, mother chod, तुमको सिर्फ Randy बोल आता है. Mother chod, उसके आगे गाली नहीं आती है. बैठ के सिखाए तुमको.
Nadakutiya mein aapka swagat hai. You're under attack, bitch. Get a job. Stop hurting people. Go back to the brothel. Go make some money on your back again. Stop hurting people. I feel better now.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, a very good day to you, sir. This is Jordan here, and I am calling you from Grants Department. So how are you doing today?
Good. I'm calling you from the Gandu police. We're going to round you up in a minute.
Hello?
Jordan?
Sorry?
You can't block me, bitch. Nadakutiya mein aapka swagat hai.
Hello?
Okay, say hey, Rundy. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Hello?
May I speak to Shadow?
Yeah, but I don't understand you. Can you please stop those people in the background from yelling so much? They're speaking in Hindi, and it's very loud. How do you scam anybody? Everybody's speaking in Hindi. Yes, Mother Chode. You hate when we know where you are.
Hello?
Me again, fucker. Namaskar, bitch. Hey. What are you doing?
I'll fuck your mother and I'll fuck your sister, you bitch.
You're so mad. No rupee for you. You get mad.
Hello?
Hello?
This is Martin Fletcher calling you on behalf of Grants Department. Your name and number has been qualified some amount of grant. Do you need this money, which you can never have to pay it back?
Of course I never have to pay it back, because once I give you the money, I never hear from you again, you fucking loser. You fucking criminal. Get off my phone.
Merci in the Deirdre.
Mera naam TAGOW hai. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Hello? Namaskar, Chutia. Aap kaise hai?
Hello?
Tumhara asli naam kya hai? Go ahead, please.
You have been kicked from this conference.
Oh, rude.
Hello.
Hi.
Speaking to Mr. Woodson.
Absolutely, fuckhead. What do you want, bitch? Go ahead, please.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
You're so mad. You're so mad, Chuthia.
Thank you for calling support. My name is Victor. How can I help you?
Victor, what's going on, you dumb fuck? Get a job, loser. Stop hurting people.
Oh, we are doing my job. Okay, bye-bye.
I'll call you right back. You can't block me. You're too stupid.
Okay, fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah, what else you got?
Thank you for calling customer support. How can I help you?
Hey, what's going on, you dumb fuck?
Sir, how can I help you?
Well, I was calling to speak with Norton. Can you please give me Norton?
Yes, sir. We are not in customer support. How can I help you, sir?
Well, you're the wannabes. You're the criminals. You're the losers that hurt innocent people. I want to speak to the real Norton. Please, I'm very busy. Go ahead, please.
Sir, how can I help you?
I just told you.
You called Norton, okay?
I called the fake Norton. You know nothing about Norton. You know that. Why are you trying to sell me that you really work for Norton at this point in the conversation?
Sir, how can I help you, sir?
Oh my God, you have to be the stupidest person alive. Like you would get stabbed in a shootout. Now we know why you're poor. It's not where you live. It's because you're a loser. You're stupid. That's why you're poor. Change your life, bitch. Go ahead, please.
Sir, how can I help you?
You're so stupid. Hey, say like and subscribe.
Sir, can I know how can I help you?
Get a job.
Hello?
Is there anybody there? I don't hear you.
For Norton, can I help?
I don't hear you. Is there anybody?
I work Norton.
Audible to you?
Sir, how can I help you, sir?
I got the dumbest scammer in the world on the phone. This is great. Hey, any thoughts on the Johnny Depp verdict?
Waste my day? Sir, if you're here to waste my day, sir, I'll request you to cut the call and fuck off, okay?
Oh, I've called 100 times already, Gandu. You can't get rid of me. You're actually calling me on the other line right now. Say goodbye, bitch.
Okay.
Filmilingue. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. This is the senior manager. You want to cancel the subscription, right, sir?
Who the hell are you? Are you from Norton?
Yes, sir.
I'm on the phone with one of your guys right now. I'm flooding your call center as we speak. Nonsense coming your way, Gandu. How stupid are you? And then you're going to call me while I'm in the middle of raging at your other employee? That's the end of that conversation. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you for calling customer service. How can I help you?
Why do you sound so miserable?
I'm sorry.
I mean, don't be sorry. A sorry is what I take off your mom when I have sex with her. But why do you sound so miserable? Do you feel bad about hurting people? That's the end of that conversation. Something I said.
Thank you for calling support. You're speaking with John. How may I help you?
John, how stupid do you feel right now with all the nonsense coming your way? Any thoughts on that?
Thank you for getting connected with the customer support. This is Jason. How are you doing today?
Jason, you just can't block me, right? You're just too stupid. Why don't you block me?
What are you saying, sir? Sir, you received the email or text message, sir?
Oh my God, this guy's so stupid. Why can't you block me, Chuthia? I've called your call center so many times. That's the end of that conversation.
Thank you for calling customer support. How may I help you?
Jesus, what's going on back there? It sounds like you're having the largest game of Gandu Twister I've ever heard. What's going on there, Chuthia? Why so loud? What are you guys doing? A parade?
Thank you for connecting with the Norton. This is Alexis Smith. How may I help you?
You guys love me, huh? You just keep picking up the phone. Say, oh, Take, please keep calling. Take, please flood us. That's the next best thing. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Thank you for calling support. You're speaking with John. How may I help you?
John, no job yet, you dumb fuck? What are you doing hurting people like this? Get a job.
Sir, I'm doing my job. What happened? Why are you seem frustrated?
Well, you know your job is a fake job. You're a criminal. It entails hurting people.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. A sorry is what I take off your mother when I'm... Get a job. I feel better.
Hello.
Hello?
Thanks for getting connected to customer support. How can I help you?
You guys just don't die today. I mean, when is your number gonna go down? I can't keep calling. I got things to do.
Thank you for calling support. My name is Will Harris. How may I help you today?
Hey, just between me and you, does your mom ever ask about me? I've always been curious.
Sure. You want any help?
Well, you're the one that needs help. I mean, what do you want, a gift card? What will change your life? How can I help you? How can I help you not hurt people? How can I help you not get bad karma? Oh, stop it, stop it, stop it. You sound ridiculous. You sound ridiculous, sir. Do you know who you're talking to? You have no idea, right? No idea.
Why you called us?
To waste your time so you don't hurt people. To waste your time because you hurt people. Because you're a loser. I'm actually helping you. If you're on the phone with me, you're not hurting somebody, and then you're not getting bad karma.
Sure. You called for a customer service, okay?
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, this guy's so stupid. Why are you so stupid?
All right.
How do you figure out things in life? I mean, how do you figure out Netflix, for instance?
You can.
Thank you for calling support. This is David. How can I help you?
David, is this Microsoft?
Hello. Yes.
Okay,
Hello?
are you sure about that? I think the only thing that's soft there is you and your micro. So, oh yeah, it makes sense. You're Microsoft. Can you help me out?
No.
Okay, I'll call you right back, and maybe you'll change your mind, right? I'll grow on you like a fungus. David?
Don't you say goodbye?
It's the Morning Scam Show with CJ Scams and TAGOW. Here we go.
That was a super hilarious video. I was laughing the whole time. I tried. What?
Who's this now?
It's just me. I tried several times to get Raz on, but she is not answering. So let's wait for the delay. She can let us know in chat if she's ready yet.
All right.
Raz, just let us know in chat if you're ready, because I was trying to get you on, but I was not successful. But your recordings are coming out pretty clear.
Some of them, yeah. I mean, thank you, but it's like, you know, I have one phone next to the other phone, so every time somebody calls me, it's a pain in the ass because I gotta get the phone and I gotta hit record on the other phone and put the phones right next to each other, and it picks up every little movement. So I have to stay still as I rage. But yeah. But it's definitely better. I figured out a way, at least. And that with the scammer hotline number, I'm back in my element. You know, it was tough when GF kind of left for, you know, and then permanently. And I was just trying to figure out scraping by, getting calls here and there. And there's been a few people that have been very kind that say call into Discord. You know, Ozzy was creating stuff for me, and you know, Pecan's always good at that stuff. But I can't. It's never planned, you know. It's just whenever you're in the mood. So
Yeah.
the recording seemed to work, but I definitely need to get a computer and sit at home and work on my computer with headphones.
And be miserable.
I mean, listen, it's hard to believe it's been about a year, maybe a year and 2 weeks, and everything I've done with YouTube has been on the phone.
Yep.
Every video I've made, every phone call, recording. So hey, we're surviving. But you know, if you want to step it up, I'll definitely have to figure out my computer.
Yep. Raz,
What up, Sven?
Raz, we're gonna have to call you. We're not gonna be able to come into voice chat in my server right now. Wait, that's why we're. Oh, she's on. Hi, Raz.
Hello.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Yeah,
Hello,
Raz, the one and only, the famous Raz Taz.
Well, I don't think I'm that famous. But thank you. Thank you.
Well, we're super excited to have you on. Thanks so much for coming on with us.
Well, thanks for the invite. I'm glad to be here with the famous Take a Glass of Water and CJ Scams and the morning show and chat. Hello.
You're too kind. Yep. But I mean, we've been friends since day one. And, you know, I was just talking about when I started about a year ago, and then obviously a month or two later we met CJ. But I mean, you were always a good friend to me anyway, and I'm sure everyone else would say the same that you've met.
For sure.
But you know, in the flood, I mean, you always look for people, and it was like, you know, well, where's Rastaz today, or you know, where's Lisa? It's just our family there. So, and you've always been a great friend, so it's a pleasure to talk with you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was a big family, and I still remember the first day, Take a Glass of Water, join the flood. We were mesmerized. We all stopped and just listened to your calls, and chat was just off the charts laughing at you. That was so funny. And then CJ joined sometime later, and you know, of course, we had Lisa and B and Mary and you know,
And, I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, Tim Bader, all these great people, and you know, and a lot of you guys don't have channels, and it's nice that you and Mary now are teaming up, and you're on Ozzy's channel, and hopefully you'll be doing a lot more. I mean, that Walmart call had me in tears, and it was perfect because it was a long drive, and I mean, you guys are doing your thing still, so it's so nice to see, and I'm sure if people need to see what you're doing, they need to go sub to I think you're in the title now. The name has changed. Ozzy, Harley, Raz, and Mary, right? Something like that.
Right. Yeah. Mary can post the link.
We'll post links in the stream, obviously, but you're gonna be doing a lot more calls, right?
Yeah, we're working with some of the channels where either we get on with somebody else or we do some calls, and the famous Humperdinck pool party. I wasn't even on that call, but poor Claire Humperdinck took regret of that.
That video got banned, right?
Yeah, it wasn't the fun guy losing his willy or the swearing or any of that. It was because Boba Fett shot Trigger.
Because
they banned it for that. Yeah.
Sorry, what? I missed it. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Boba Fett was on, and he was the sheriff, and he shot Trigger the horse, and that's why it got banned.
Okay, y'all. Oh my God. Well, YouTube, please don't ban this one just because we brought it up.
No, Ozzy redid it and just posted it without the shooting of the horse, who survived because he had a bulletproof vest. How the horse had a bulletproof vest, I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's clever.
Yeah, they took me down in that one. I wasn't with the pool boy. I was with the air conditioner man that day, having a new system put in.
Oh my God! And a scammer hung on for all this.
Oh my God! It was forever. You just all have to go watch
desperate.
it. Yeah, and Mary was Marge, and she kept saying, "Are you still there? Are you still?" Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So yeah, it was
Oh,
fun. Good group of people, having a lot of fun.
I'm always impressed and admirable at the time your time management skills. I mean, we don't need to get into life courses and management, but I mean,
We
you're
probably do
constantly
need to,
sending
but
me you hear a video and the next thing you know I have an image of perverted bees. I mean, and you're very creative and not only creative in that, like, if I mention one thing about, you know, they had wintergreen Tic Tacs. Just I mentioned it in passing, and all of a sudden there's an image with Tic Tacs. I mean, and then you have time to go into everyone's stream and mod and make your own content. I mean, it seems like you really do the scam baiting nonstop.
Well, so my husband tells me.
Well,
You
at
have
least
more
you're
time
still
for them than
married.
you do for me.
At least you're still
But,
married, so.
Yeah, I try to even it out and give everybody fair time and fair share because there's so much great content out there. You know, it's just hard to keep up with the videos, and I try to, if I miss somebody, then I try to go watch, 3 or 4 of their videos that they put up, and
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I like to try to comment on everybody so you were there, but even if I don't have time to comment, I always thumbs up. So it helps everyone to be sure that they get the the credit that's deserved. And like I said, so much great content. Everybody has great content, so it's just hard to make the rounds and get everybody going. But we'll do the best we can. I see people and everybody that's here in chat, I see them on everybody else's streams. So it's a fun community with a lot of people. It takes an army to take these folks down, and that includes those who just like to sit and chat and talk, because sometimes they're going to chat something that is going to give you an idea to use in the scam, which is wonderful. So even if you don't make the calls, keep putting your comments and your suggestions in chat, because that's so great for the community.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Especially when you scam bait too. Like sometimes if I've been scam baiting for 5 or 6 hours, I need a break from it. And then I get really behind with the content, watching other people's content, because I just needed a break from scam baiting and I can never keep up. It's really hard. So y'all please forgive us if we get behind, because it's really, really hard to keep up. With all the videos and everything, especially when you're doing it, you just kind of want to watch something else. I think sometimes take a break, but we can't tell you how much we appreciate you. Definitely you have been a friend to us since day one, and so thank you so much for everything you do for us in the community. Like, we really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. And really, the credit really goes to Genesis, because that's where we all met. That's where a lot of it's met.
Very true.
Yep, I always say that. Yep. He came, brought us together, and then he left. He kind of did his thing, and a lot of us have remained close friends. And I mean, you were. When like, people don't know this about me, but I do like to shut up sometimes and listen. And my favorite part of the floods were when I could, like, when he would zone in on a call and I could see like CJ doing her thing, and that's when I discovered like you doing these long baits with Social Security, or Mary, or different people, and then behind the bar singing, and then you're like, oh, that's awesome. And it was just so much talent on there. But you used to actually work for that administration, right?
Yes, by way of disclosure, I worked for that 3-letter agency.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention.
Yeah, I'm now retired. So let's just do a thing here. Who in chat was born before 1978? Do a thumbs up. That's not that's not a real.
It'll take 30
if I was
seconds.
looking at chat, I would be doing thumbs up.
Okay, so
So
I would not be
I
doing
started
it. I was born in the 80s.
Okay. So I worked for Social Security before you were born.
Mhm.
If you were born in 78 or later, I worked for Social Security before before you were born. And the thumbs up are coming up now. So
Yep.
yes.
Oh,
So
hush, Sven. You weren't born in 1978.
you're right. So
I mean,
well,
do you
how I
take?
got
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead, please. I'll save my question.
Okay, so how I got started in this was I was still working. I hadn't retired yet, and my sister-in-law got scammed by a PayPal scammer. And so I started searching scams, and of course, I came up with two of the biggest, and started watching their videos. And I'd watch their videos, and it was so funny, but I couldn't chat or make a comment on a video because I found Twitch too. I couldn't chat or make a comment unless I had an account on YouTube. So then I had to make an account. And then from that, I found Grams, the queen of the queen. And started watching Grams. And from Grams is where I found out about the flood and went to the flood that way. So that's kind of how I got into it. And of course, the SSA ones were, they're so stupid. me knowing how SSA works,
right?
It's so stupid. So the number one thing, if they call you and tell you they're from SSA, say send me a letter and hang up.
Good.
Because
good idea.
Someone from SSA could cold call you to see if they could get you to cooperate in some of the stuff that we do, but it's very, very rare. You would have had to have been in contact with somebody from the division that I worked in, which is a division where we go in and reviewed cases where people had already filed for benefits. And then we go back and verify, and we're primarily checking, number one, does the person really exist? And number two, did our people do everything they should have done when they processed the claim? So we, at one time, did nothing but cold call. But now they're supposed to send a letter first. So basically, they say their Social Security, they send me a letter and hang up.
So
And
how will
if
we know
they-
if the... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
And I was going to say, so if they say, oh, they can't, because they were using COVID. Even during COVID, we were still mailing notices. We still had somebody in Social Security offices who would go in and mail out the notices. So that was never an excuse. Number two, if you ever get an email, it must be from an @ssa.gov. So if you're talking to them and they give you a Gmail, no, because a government employee cannot use a personal email address to conduct business. You can't do it. So it will never happen. So if they call and start saying something about your Social Security letter number, I don't care whether they say they're Border Patrol, which is what they're doing now. They found the suspicious package and it had drugs and your name's hooked up to the bank account and all of this. They would never, no government agency would ever just call you and start that conversation. You would be notified in writing.
Right.
So that's the thing about the SSA.
So what I was going to ask is how, if we get a letter from SSA, how will we know it's real?
Well, you will know it's real because number one, a scammer from India can't mail notices in the United States, and they're not going to pay to have the official franked envelope, which is going to have the Social Security Administration's return printed notice. And I know that Medicare, I haven't seen Social Security, but I know on Medicare notices
on the back of the envelopes now they have a beware of scams.
Yeah.
And then their OIG link in the back of it if they think that they've been scammed. So basically, don't do that. And there's so many things wrong with the whole process that they go in there because a regular Social Security office doesn't have anybody who is going to have, they'll have a government ID, but they're not going to have a badge because Social Security employees, with the exception of a very, very small division, don't have badges. They like an official police type badge, an investigative badge. They'll have a badge, and our badge just allows us access to our building, and we have to put it into laptops so that we can get into the SSA system. So they would have something called a badge. They might send a photocopy of it with a letter to show who they are and where they're located. And the caller ID will always show U.S. government number from a U.S. government exchange. The caller ID will. So lots of different things there.
Yeah, and I've heard before like that the Lending Point and the PCH actually do mail. I don't know how they mail, but they actually do mail out stuff, is what I've heard. So that's why I wouldn't put it past me if somehow they figured out how to mail something. I know it's not very likely, but I think that don't the Lending Point scammers mail stuff out to people?
I haven't seen anything other than through email.
Yeah, it's email is what my understanding is.
And they're always Gmail. So, no, they have to be, any email you're going to get from Social Security has to be an @ssa.gov.
Okay.
Same with IRS, has to be an @irs.gov. And you have to know how to go in and do the feeder on it. But for SSA, protect yourself, protect your family members, go to ssa.gov, establish a My SSA account. Then if there's any activity, you can always go in there and look at notices that were sent to you. They would be in the My SSA account.
And the other thing too with that is because I've been dealing a lot with them, you know, with my my nonsense that I've had for the last 2 years. I deal with my local SSA branch, and you know, you can Google it, you get the phone number, you can call them, and usually they pick right up. Sometimes there's a little bit of a hold, but they're very informative, and you know, they're right down the street. You know, I would just always tell people just hang up and Google it, and then still be careful, because obviously you can get the wrong, you know, site or whatever. But you know, just hang up. I mean, you can always contact them yourself if you're really that nervous. But some people just obviously they hit you in a bad moment, and these people they scam. They find a victim.
Yeah.
And it's sad. And what I was very happy when I was on hold, one of the times that I've called, they do mention, you know, be careful. There's people impersonating SSA employees. But I still want to see more. And I don't know, are they working on this? I mean, they know that there's a problem. I would just like to, I guess, see more visibility, not have it buried in a automated system when you're on hold or on the back of an envelope, because I do feel like that's a good start, but I feel like the people that are being scammed aren't calling, so they're not getting the automated system. They're not getting mail, so they don't see the back of the envelopes. Are they working on a way to like make this a bigger message to people? Because it is a big problem.
When I started seeing the Social Security scams, I sent that to management. It's when they were saying they were Nancy Berryhill. So what these scammers do is they basically go into the site and they try to find a contact list, contact people, and they go down like the chain of command. They're always going to use somebody at the very top. Somebody at the very top is never, ever going to contact you. they're not going to be the one. So the first, when I heard the Nancy Berryhill, because I knew who she was, I sent that to my boss and had them, to let them know that that name was up there. And then I think that was after, remember when the SSA, there was like a hold on them? I think that they started getting the information that they were impersonating SSA federal employees. So that kind of, I think I remembered hearing that they had some type of arrest in India for that. And that's when they kind of came back down. But, and they kind of switched over to the Border Patrol. So I don't know basically what they're doing now because I'm retired. But what they do is it's on their site. You just pretty much have to find it. But again, the way to protect yourself is go into SSA.gov, establish a My SSA account, and then you would be able to see any notices or send a question in there that would get answered, and you would know. So, it's not going to happen. Tell them to send you a letter, official seal and everything on it. Then if that's sent through the mail and it is that, then you get into mail fraud, impersonating a federal agency if they send it in mail. Now with the PCH and the loan people, they're not government agencies. When you get into fake and government agency stuff and sending it within the U.S., now it's a federal crime.
Right. But
yeah, so they steer away from that type of activity.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Oh, someone's asking what SSA stands for. It's Social Security Administration.
Yeah, maybe maybe you should explain for like our non-US people kind of what it is.
SSA is the division that issues a Social Security number, which we have to have to work or to file taxes. And so basically, you have to be a U.S. citizen or a lawfully admitted permanent resident allowed to work in order to get a Social Security number in the U.S. So it's basically our numbers. I know in England, I think they have a number too. I don't know what they call it, but it also controls your pension. Mm-hmm. So your earnings get reported, and your pension is based upon the earnings reported under your number. So what they like to say is that they are going to suspend your SSN.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't suspend SSNs at Social Security, never have. If you have a problem, with Social Security, you have to provide them a bunch of information. You basically have to initiate it if there's a problem. And the thing is, they say, oh, we got X amount of bank accounts showing with X amount of money in it, you're money laundering and all this. Well, that's not even a true statement because, for instance, I pay my taxes, I file a tax return, so IRS my information. If you have that much money that they're talking about being laundered through bank accounts with your name and your SSN on it, IRS is going to be able to track what my address is with my tax return and send me a letter saying you didn't report this income. So that's even so far-fetched that I just really don't understand how people can fall for it.
Well,
TakeAGlassofwater Chester says...
Sorry, go ahead.
They do. That's what drives us crazy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's because they're afraid that it's real, don't know how to double check it. But once again, do a My SSA account if you're in the U.S. Sign up for it. Get you, your parents, everybody you know, tell everybody to go in there because if somebody calls, you should be able to see a notice in there or at least go in there and don't have to call an 800 number, wait through the wait line. You can send a question to them and they'll reply to you. So
I've always been, somebody had told me this a while back, and I'm sure you know, but it's just a funny, like, little I don't know, fact, I guess, and it's people probably know it. I'm just, slow. But like social security number, the 9-digit number is there's a part in it where it's the year that it was issued, right? So if
No.
I'm like 05375, does that mean it was issued in 75? Somebody had once explained this to me and I forgot.
There's a website that you can key it in, and that's what the scammers use. Before 1986, Social Security numbers, the first 3 numbers basically designated what state it was issued from. If the number was originally issued in 86 or later, that's all, because we started running out of numbers. So
now, do the scammers know that, or they don't know that little rule?
They don't know enough to read that part of the website.
Yeah.
It's on that website. So the first digit, they were issued sequentially. So we start with the number, and then the first 3 numbers were designated generally like a state, and it would tell you where, what state it was issued in if this is before 86, and then the sequence number, we can tell when it was likely issued based upon the number sequence. And it's not necessarily the middle or the last, it's just the sequencing in there, because we know this block of numbers was issued during this time period.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So, in suspending a Social Security number for identity fraud, you have to go to Social Security. You have to prove that your identity was compromised, which is, your credit report's all messed up because there's stuff on there that wasn't yours, that wages are getting reported under using your Social Security number, which happens. People mix up numbers and get it reported to the wrong one, or the employer types the number wrong in their W-2 form. So that's another reason why you need to do your SSA.gov, because you can go check your earnings record and make sure that the earnings posted for the year are what you earned and that somebody else isn't using your number. Then if you find earnings on there that say you made 20,000, but there's 50,000 posted, then you go and you ask them to investigate it, and then they'll figure it out and take off the missing earnings. But it generally will get caught a little bit earlier, because when you file your tax return, IRS is going to know, because those earnings got reported that number, and IRS is where you're going to get the notice from about earnings that are posted. But they're talking about identity theft, that somebody's using it for a bank account. Well, the same holds true. Everything's so interconnected now, and based off that SSN, that the bank, if they issue a 1099 on that, say for interest income that it earned, and it rejects, and then you're going to get a notice from IRS that you didn't report the income for that bank account on that
I'm
tax
dealing with
return.
that right now. I'm dealing with that. That hits home.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I would think if you had identity theft, like you're saying, there's a lot more that it entails getting a new Social Security number just than them saying, oh, pay the fine and we're going to show up at your doorstep tomorrow with a new number. What the hell is that? But people do fall for it. It just makes you sick that people do fall for it.
Yeah, but the whole SSA scam, and even the Border Patrol scam, which they're trying to make into the SSA scam now, none of that would happen. The other thing is, they always say on the Border Patrol that on the south border of Texas, and then they're saying that some Social Security office out of San Antonio is handling it. That would never happen, because they're always going to you're always going to get the contact from a local Social Security office. It's never so. And these scammers don't. They don't know where you live, so it's always going. Even if it started, if something like that happened and it started down the south border of Texas, and they know who you are, and they're tracking you down, and they're trying to find you, and they're trying to find out if this is yours, it's always going to be an office near you. not one clear across the country down in San Antonio, which is, they always love to use that San Antonio office or address on a lot of them that I had.
Right.
But they're fools.
Yep. I mean, I've dealt with my local office for everything. You know, I don't talk to anything that would seem from a different state or Washington D.C. It's you know, I'm filing for disability. I'm just dealing with the local office. But they do catch us when we're at our most weakest or we're vulnerable, we're stressed. We might have onset dementia. I mean, it's sickening that people do fall for this, but you know, we never want to blame the victim. But hopefully everybody listening, and I would say 90% of the people will not fall for this, especially after you're going through all this.
Yeah. Now,
I mean, I don't think all the people in the world are listening to our stream yet, but yeah, I think it's a good start.
Yeah. So I worked for Social Security for many years, and I have only seen one case of a new Social Security number issued in my entire career, ever.
Yeah, it's very rare, right?
Because basically we go in and we try to stop getting the numbers reported from the wrong people and get that all straightened out, and then we do like a yearly review of it to make sure earnings from that place didn't come back. We go back to who's got the number, make sure that that's all straightened out, and do all that. There is one instance where a new number would be issued, but I don't think I want to say that on here because I don't want to.
What about if I just want a new number to get rid of my student loan debt? Can I do that?
Oh no, never. And
How else am I going to get rid of it? How else am I going to get rid of it? Maybe I should get a scammer to steal my social security number.
There's a new program out. You'll forgive that debt, 100%.
You don't know how much I have. No one will forgive it.
Yeah. We worked on a lot of different cases with what we would call a scrambled record, and that's where somebody else's earnings are reported to yours. But you really have to show the detriment. You know, we go in and investigate everything. Now, credit sometimes is a mess, but you have to work with the credit agencies on that. If someone has taken your number and gotten a loan and not paid it back and all that, then you have to work with credit agencies on that, which it has to be pretty severe in order for us to even consider doing a new number. We just say you have to go here and do this. So, yeah, protect that number.
Yeah. And did you see my video I played at the beginning? Well, it's not my video, but the video I played at the beginning, I thought it was educational, you know, how to protect.
Yeah, that was pretty good. The AARP has some good information out there.
For sure.
So that was really good, yeah.
Awareness is getting a little better, obviously. I really would like to see like a widespread campaign. You know, maybe it's just because I'm involved in this community. It's just such a small thing for you know, a great big world. But I really feel like we're just tipping the iceberg on spreading awareness. There's so many people that don't know about this, that don't even know that, you know, these scammers exist. They're just raised to trust people. And I really just want to find a way to like spread this message to everyone. It's tough.
Yeah. I know I'm seeing someone in there saying that they refused to list the social security number on the driver's license. At one time there was a law against that. And I'm not real familiar what all the states do, because I know at one time the states wanted your social as the number on your driver's license. And I think pretty much there's now a law against that you don't have to have it on there. And man, I would fight that if they wanted me to put mine on that, because it's not a good place for it to be.
My state where I have my license never had that. I've had the same license number since I got my license when I was 16. I never had.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember when I first started for Social Security, the state that I was working in, then they required it. They wanted it. And there was a big campaign. And so we're talking clear back into like 78, 79, that they started making laws where you could not require it as the number. It had to be an independent number. So it's been out there for a while. And then the rules to get a Social Security number changed in 78. And then in 86, we began really enforcing it to address the illegals who came in. At one time, when I got my number, I went down to the post office and filled out a little card and mailed it in. No evidence, nothing. Got my number. And in 78, they changed that where you had to submit evidence of birth and ID in order to get a number. And then it went from there.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay, so Dan saying, question for Raz, could you compile a list of basic questions you would expect to easily be answered that we can test on? Oh, okay, Dan. I've been pushing the SSA or the My SSA account on the SSA.gov website. So I would get into these debates with the scammers, SSA scammers, wanting my driver's license. And they would say, oh, we need you to, do you have a scanner? Do you have a smartphone? Send me a copy of your driver's license. And my reply would always be, it's on my SSA. I took it down to Social Security last week, and they told me that they put it in my account, and that anyone from SSA, which, and this is true, SSA does have a system to when somebody goes in and submits a document to SSA, it's in a database that every single SSA employee has access to. Every single one can go in to your account, look it up, and see what documents are there. So I would argue with them and say, no, I took it down. They told me I never have to put another document again. So you just need to go into your system and look it up. And they'd try to argue, and I just stood firm on it, and they went on. And I got to the Benjamin Albert, the second guy.
Yeah, I've had Benjamin Albert before.
Well, and that's because Benjamin Albert at one time, I don't know whether he still is now, was the name of the person who was the head of, I believe, the Inspector General section of Social Security. And once again, this goes back to, they go to the website and they start looking for people's names, and the people's names that they display that you can get in contact lists on websites are the higher ups who would never, ever have a communication with an individual, period. It wouldn't be that way. They're like the top level, like, and they would never. And that's why when I started hearing the Nancy Berry Hill and the Benjamin Albert and all these people, they're the people up there at the top who never deal with the people, ever. Ever.
Well, now, because you said that, I mean, every employee would have access to that. Has there ever been a case, and maybe you know, maybe you don't know, or maybe it wasn't even reported, but I mean, people are good and bad no matter what job they have. I'm just always wondering, when I talk to somebody and they say, oh, well, they called me and they had my information. I'm wondering, did anybody ever maybe steal information and sell it to scammers? Do you find like maybe some of that's going on, or that just hasn't happened that we know of?
What we have more often in what the majority of like I told you, I worked in an investigative division for Social Security where we check on certain frauds and different things. What we found more often with our employees, and the ones that we would catch, were those that were selling Social Security numbers. And
That's gross.
everything that, and I'm sure it's true with any of the government agencies, but SSA, since we do benefit, every action that you take, you have to have your card in your computer to access the whatever database you're accessing. So there is always a track back, and that information is always kept for years in databases as to who accessed what. So that database can be searched by SSN, it can be searched by transaction, date, time, down to the second of anything that's ever done. And that's how we find a lot of this. And then I did know an individual and was working in the same office who was selling Social Security numbers, and how what we do in there is we call people back up and say, filed for a Social Security number on this day, blah, blah, blah. Then we need to ask you some questions, and then we go down through a thing. And one of the questions is, did you pay money to get this?
Mm-hmm.
And you would be surprised, they say yes. I paid $50 to get my number. Who did you talk to? And then, of course, we can go track it because we got all that information right there.
Right.
Yeah. So,
so it's a risk.
Yeah.
To have corruption in that department's a risk because it's easy to track who did it, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, not saying that somebody just looking at something and getting a person's name, Social Security number, and all that stuff can be done. It's harder to track down that happened, but securing long databases, because they even have protocol if you query more than one number at a time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a plague on it.
Right.
So if they're trying to get a long list of people and they're putting a whole bunch of information in and trying to run queries on this, only certain people can really do that. And then there's always a flag that the management gets that they have to go and look at that and see if they have a case pending in their office with that information on it. And then we have to go do that. So they have a lot of security protocols within SSA to prevent that. And I've never heard of information that has gone out where somebody has mined information, like going in and getting the numbers and the addresses and the phone numbers, mine that information and sold that. But that would be very easy to identify who did that.
Yeah, right. Well, that's pretty terrible, though, to think about that.
It happens.
Yeah. So, I mean, and when you think about all these scams that they do, I mean, how many of them did we ever see where we say, this is just so stupid, how are they doing it?
Right.
And the magic number take, the magic number that you call and it keeps calling and calling and calling, that magic number that's out there now. One of those things is you connect and they say, hello, I'm calling you because is this so-and-so? So they have a name and a number who they think they're calling, but you're getting that call. So they're calling that back from a list, we're assuming from like Norton tech scam to re-up your security stuff.
And they're so stupid. I mean, they'll say, hi, is this Susan? And I'm like, yes, I sound like a Susan.
Yes.
I mean, it's they don't care. But they do have that information. You're absolutely right. I was wondering about that the other day on that video that we played earlier. There was like a little segment where I think we called the grant department or the credit one or whatever it was, but they all picked up the phone saying, are they talking to so-and-so?
Yeah.
And I was just wondering why that was happening. We're calling them, but they know me, or the way that it hooked up is they think they're calling me, but I think you just cleared it up.
Yeah, it gets real crazy, and a lot of this because to us, of course, we're so scam aware, but their lack of command of the English language 99% of them cannot carry on a conversation, and the 1% that we get that do, they're good. They're very good, and they're very convincing, and they have an argument for everything that you question, and it's well, I'll tell you about that later. We'll get into that later. Well, no, get into it now. Make them force the thing. You lose the scam. You lose the bait.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a lot of appreciation for everybody who's in here doing this, all the support people that they have, the channels, the wonderful channels of, everybody in chat, and the followers. Even if you're not doing calls, you following and give us your input and how stupid you think things are and all that. It all helps. Everything helps.
For sure. Absolutely. I totally agree. We couldn't do it without support. And I don't just mean financial support. There's a lot of people that aren't able to financially support, and I totally understand that, because I'm in a place right now where I'm not really able to financially help others either, but just watching videos, liking them, sharing them, talking to your family and friends, like all of that is just as important. So thank you.
Right. Spread the word in your community, with your users, and we have family, because we have lots of people who come to multiple streams, and a lot of times they don't catch a live comment on the video. All of it helps, and your input. Everybody's got an input. Everybody has an idea, and you may come up with an idea to help out with the bait just on something that you type in chat that is so beneficial to everybody. So thank you, everybody.
Yep. And Chris Float is a prime example of that. He thought of an idea in my Twitch chat. He put it in the chat, and we actually saved a victim from it, using his idea.
Wonderful.
So you never know.
Yeah. Now, it's nice to try to save a victim, but even that, just like we say all the time, just flooding them, just calling them, just messing with them, making their phone unavailable to somebody else to get through is such a wonderful thing.
Yep. Totally agree. 100%.
I mean, and just the support. I mean, I know even in last July, I think I was 1 month into posting videos, and there were people that were yelling at me saying, well, I wouldn't buy either one of these guys a beer, meaning me or the scammer. And then, I see, Raz has my back, and she's like, I think you missed a point here, and she's talking. And nowadays, where you end up with almost 1,100 people that have subbed. I have no idea why, and I'm very thankful. But you do get more hate comments. And you guys are still there. And now it's, I got Pecan Head, although his comments are usually removed very quickly. But it's nice when someone says that's the stupidest thing I ever heard, and why don't this doesn't do any good. And then you get the voice of reason. Like when you come in, or Mary comes in, and you start talking to these guys, these hateful people, because I would rage too, and I just usually let them alone. But your support in that way is definitely very appreciated. You always have our back.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it's not only me, but everybody. It's great. Now, you mentioned Mary. Now, Mary can really get into them. and she can talk to them in a way that they'll sit and listen. And she's saying, why are you doing this? Now and just everything. It's just she's got that skill and that tone in her voice. Where another one in chat, Lisa and I would just rage. Lisa and I would just rage. Mary can almost talk a dog off the meat. She can do a lot of different things to get them to kind of listen, and she did convert one. So it takes everything, and it takes a community. If we find victim information, to figure out how to help them, how to reverse it, how to how to let them know how to get AnyDesk and TeamViewer and any of the things off their computers and their phones. So, smartphones. Yeah, we have another whole story there with them getting onto those phones. That's what they did to my sister-in-law. They had AnyDesk and TeamViewer on her phone. Yeah.
Ugh.
They got her for $3,500.
Jeez.
Yeah, she just kept going to store after store, getting more $500 gift cards that didn't work, and finally
And
she
this was
said
PayPal?
something. Yeah, finally at the eighth time, she said something to the clerk, and the clerk said, "I think you're getting scammed." And yeah, so
horrible.
Yeah, we had to get everything off her machine. So it happens. And she was afraid she did something. She owed somebody some money and doing the upstanding thing. Well, I mean, if you show I owe that, then I need to take care of this. And
Right.
Yeah. And they just kept telling her the cards didn't work and you can go take care of that later. Just go get another one. And she did.
Oh.
7 times.
7 times.
Seven $500 gift cards. Yeah.
And I mean, anybody can be scammed. That's the thing. It's they catch you at the right time, and they're a little trustworthy, and you're not in your right sorts at that moment. It's dangerous. When I was getting Medicare not too long ago, I told the story before, and I was trying to get the lady to subscribe, obviously, and she's like, "Oh, you deal with scammers?" She's like, "I just had Amazon hook up to my computer here, and they called me and said there was some charge, and I let them onto my computer, and then all of a sudden it didn't look right, so I got the IT department to quickly remove it." But she fell for it in the beginning. Thank God she didn't get scammed. But I mean, this is somebody who's working in a Medicare office.
Wow. Yeah.
It's just everywhere. No one's 100% safe.
Right.
And there's one other thing. Getting back on the SSA scams, when I know that there's a generator out there where you can generate fake information and get fake stuff. My only concern is that SSM belongs to a real person. The name and date of birth won't match, and they have no way to verify that. But giving out information and having it be fake information according to matching it up. But I'm always a little leery that maybe they're going to get a number and then try to figure something else out. And I don't know if that generator kicks out what SSA considers dead numbers, which are numbers for people who already died and nobody's on the record, and fake numbers. But I always when a full number is given, not saying I haven't done it myself, but I always cringe on that. The statistical probability of it matching, which is the name, the date of birth, and the social security number all matching up to a real live person, is vast. Highly unlikely. But I always kind of cringe on that.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Well, it's been awesome. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to say, Take or CJ, you have any other big projects or anything coming out?
I mean, me personally, I just have a ton of calls that I'm trying to condense into 10, 15-minute videos so I don't bore people with a 25-minute video, but for a couple of them. But I've been on that phone line so many times. Even last night at 12:30 at night, I was messing with eBay, and I just tried that number for the hell of it. And oh my goodness, the scammers do not sleep. So I just have a ton of videos coming out. Hopefully they'll be entertaining. But I think CJ's got some more major things coming out.
Well, I'm just
Take your videos never bore any of us.
Yeah, so
whether they're short or long.
Well, that's why sometimes it takes too long to put one out. I want to make sure. I'm so picky about, my stupidity and nonsense. There is a method to it. I want to make sure that it's somewhat entertaining, and I don't want to keep using the same joke. I'm like, oh, why did I just say you're micro and you're soft and you work at Microsoft? So that makes sense. I don't want to. I don't want to bore anybody.
Perfect. No,
So
that's not boring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I think, I've said Doodle Dasher so many times. Why don't I say Butter Factory? Or, I'm just trying different things. Bayonet of Doom is a new one. Things like that.
You get those little phrases and go with it. Then we start seeing it in chat everywhere. It's funny. It's great.
Yeah, and then I'm self-conscious. I'm like, did I say go ahead, please, like 5 times in the last minute? It's almost like when I was practicing in a management course to be a better speaker, and they would count how many times you say in like 5 minutes when you're speaking. It's almost like I do that to myself, and I say, did I just say go ahead, please again? It's like, you get self-conscious.
Yeah.
Well, I found myself saying it to my husband, so he says, "What?"
Yeah, you're better off. You're trying to get him to do something, and he just doesn't listen. You say, "Okay, that's the end of that conversation." I think that's more likely to happen. But yeah, but yeah, I think CJ's got some big plans coming up.
Well, just some stuff with the nonprofit. I don't want to say too much because, the reality of it is sometimes scambaiters might borrow other people's ideas. So that's why I like to not say too much. But I'm working on basically, and we're going to talk about this. Raz is kind of forced to volunteer with my nonprofit because I asked her to volunteer and contribute ideas because she has so much knowledge. So, but I'm working on an educational type of campaign to use in with the nonprofit. So, to spread awareness.
And you talked to a scammer, right? I'm very. I think you mentioned her earlier today. That the girl who was in that call center that got raided, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a super great interview, like I said, because her English is just not good. So when I asked her a question, it was just kind of 2 and 3 word sentences. But still, it was interesting to talk to someone that missed the raid. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always interested. I'm sure Sven is not very busy. Maybe he can translate for us that day. But I'm very curious. Anytime it's somebody who's in that lifestyle and they're willing to talk seriously, broken English or not, I'll definitely be tuning in.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Well, it's always amazing how they can do so much with such limited English skills.
Yeah.
And it just amazes us. And, when you question, where are you living? Oh, I live in California, Texas. Oh, well, okay. We're Miami, California. Something that just makes no sense.
Yeah.
One time, actually, that's a good point. I mean, the scammer said he was in Ohio, California, and I laughed at him. And actually, I think somebody had left a comment on there is an Ohio, California, but obviously that was luck. They didn't mean that. They were, I think being stupid. But I do learn sometimes. You learn from scammers. There's an Ohio, California. Who knew?
Well, what was that? What did that guy say the other day on our stream? Oh yeah, Chicago, Texas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was great.
And I always try to use funny things like I'm calling you from Knoxville, Montana, or something, or Syracuse, Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
another one. Another one they can't pronounce is Arkansas. Arkansas.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I haven't heard. That's a good point. I haven't heard too many using that now. I think they got smart and realized they're gonna stick with words they can pronounce. And that's why, when I'm learning a language and I'm trying to learn Hindi, I stay away from certain things that I need a year to practice. You just can't say those things unless you're a natural. So I stay away from those things. But I don't know why they would try to say Arkansas if they can't pronounce it.
I don't think
Like,
they realize they can't pronounce it.
They don't. Like I heard a scammer use the word, the name Abraham, and he couldn't say it. I'm like, why would you pick that name? You
don't know.
You can pick any name in the world. Why don't you pick like a 3-letter word name?
Like Leo
Why
or
would you
something.
pick Abraham? So stupid.
They just don't know they can't say it right. They think they're saying it right.
Well, I mean, it's so funny. You talk to them and they say, well, I'm from Texas, and oh, you sound like you have a Texan accent. And they have no clue, or maybe they do and they think you're that stupid, but I mean, they come from a different country. And they want to swear that they were born in the United States and don't speak any other language. It's just always boggles my mind how they think that other people could be that stupid.
I know there's just a wealth of real towns out there in the United States that are funny names that you can have some fun with them as well.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. I learned that there's a Hell, Michigan, I think it was, when Chester was doing the news a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
There's actually a town called Hell.
Yep, that's true. That's very true. Well, what about you? Have any future plans going on? Are you just gonna keep on doing you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Who, me? No, I just mess with folks on Discord calls and attend streams of all of our friends, and that's about it.
Sounds awesome.
I don't plan on. I retired. I'm not sticking my head out too far.
Just focus on not getting divorced over it. That's the key.
Yeah, really. Okay, so Dan Gleeballs asked, what's my favorite experience in dating so far? The Social Security ones. You know, if you get to where they want you to go to the bank account, I mean, it's like they say, how many credit cards do you have? You know, and I give them a rough estimate of real life in bank account and everything, and they go, you can't have that. I go, yeah, I can. I can do anything I want. I got more money than
Yeah.
that pretty much ends up when I get into that. So
that's definitely one of my favorite parts of dating is pretending like I have a lot of money, which I do regularly.
You're all liars here. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Go
Why
to
not?
extremes,
Yep,
you know?
go to extremes. Play it up.
I told the guy I have $250,000 in the account. I said, well, let's see. I purchased Niagara Falls for $45,000 the other day. I bought $5,000 worth of gorilla food at Costco because they only eat devil dogs and M&Ms. And I think I have about $200K left. Okay, sir, can you please hook up to our secure server?
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah, very stupid.
Oh yeah. I don't have a VM, so I have to stay with the ones where I don't have a VM. But if we get in on Discord, and then like with Ozzy and Pecan, they'll run the VM and give us the numbers, and we like to mess with them like that. But yeah.
I love that stuff. I love watching that.
Yeah, shout out to all the Discord friends, making it a community there, and allowing others to share and get in there and do some group scam baiting is always fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, New Moon wants a question: why don't they understand we have more than one credit card?
Right.
I don't know.
Yep, that's a good question.
I don't know, but yeah.
They had one credit card.
Yeah. And then, you know, in some of these baits and everything, it starts going down. Oh, go down to the bank and withdraw $65,000. We funded you and all that. Well, you know, in reality, if somebody's, and people have been scammed this way too, and they go down there and get the money. I mean, you have to do money laundering paperwork in order to get that.
Right.
Because they're going to want you to wire transfer your money and go at it that way. So it's just so strange. But,
yeah, I'm always amazed when I see like on CJ's Twitch, where she's wrapping up money and putting it in a book, and just her last premiere with Pecan Head, being the UPS guy, and all that money in a box. I mean, do they think people really fall for that? But I guess they do, because we're watching it happen.
Yeah.
And it's just, it boggles my mind that people won't say, oh, they want me to put $30,000 in a book and then bring it to UPS and wrap it in tinfoil and tape it up real good. I mean, okay, that's legit. I would question it right there.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, so people think I'm smart because I wear glasses, but listen, I'm not that smart. But even I would figure that out. I think I would stop and say, okay, I'm being scammed. But I don't want to make light because I know victims do fall for it, but it just boggles my mind.
You have a lot of your top fans here. You got me and Raz on the line. Then you have Virginia Nanobaiter in chat. I mean,
and actually, Nanobaiter, I did want to say, because I did look at the chat. Let me roll the window up because somebody's beeping their horn. He's got a video coming out where he says he messes with them on the CCTV cameras. I love those types of videos, so it was nice to be reminding me.
Yes.
But make sure everyone checks out his channel and definitely his videos. Those are my favorite. Like, I love raging personally and doing the nonsense, but I love when people can hook up to the systems and hack into stuff. Oh, I cannot wait. Put that out today, Nano. Please.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true. Mm-hmm. Lots of fans of everyone.
Yep. Well, Raz, it's been awesome talking to you. Thanks so much for teaching us all about the SSA.
Well, I hope somebody's got some information that they can share with their loved ones. Go sign up for that My SSA account and hide that password.
Yep, absolutely. That's a great tip. Really an awesome tip that we definitely should, that the nonprofit will definitely be sharing, as well as me. So thank you so much for joining us. We've been wanting to have you on for a long time. Glad I finally roped you into it against your will again. I make you do a lot of things against your will, like you have to volunteer for the nonprofit, you have to come on our show, you have to answer my questions, you have to come by my Twitch.
Well, don't piss her off, CJ. We need her. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing without Raz. People don't know that, how important my channel is to you and some of the other people I've met on the flood that we talked about. With Lisa and Mary and Kat, and I can name and Betty, and I mean, I don't even want to keep naming because I'll forget people. But all of you guys have been a great inspiration for me, and it was a pleasure working with you, and I want to continue to keep working with you. Thank you for everything you do, and thank you for the great friendship.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You are very much loved. Take a glass of water, and CJ.
For sure,
So you've got a lot of fans, and the show wouldn't be the show without both of you.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Yep. Your fans.
Yep. It's
Thank
awesome. It's really awesome to have a joint show like this, so I'm glad that we can do it, and thank you so much for your support.
You're
thanks
sure
so much.
welcome. You're sure welcome.
The last question is, I always get confused because I do talk with you and Mary a lot in Discord, but you both have dogs, right? Who's got Diesel?
I've got Diesel.
Okay, now Diesel is very quiet right now. Is there a secret? Because CJ always has Stanley is always barking.
Yeah, and Stanley looks exactly like Diesel but small.
That's what I thought.
He's a miniature Diesel.
Are you in a different room?
No, Diesel's been up since he got me up at 5 o'clock this morning. So we've already had our little playtime, and he's gotten his treats, and he's probably in his crate taking a nap right now, because this is his nap time, because I don't let him bother me in the morning during the morning show.
Aw.
So
Well, that's
yeah,
sweet.
yeah. So he's real good about this time in the morning, but in about an hour he's going to be wanting to go for a walk, and that's where he gets pretty insistent.
Next time you call in to chat with us, maybe we'll have a conversation with you and Diesel.
So well, yeah. Well, I could go get him, make him bark. I could put the. My husband put blue floaties in the floating mattresses in the pool. He got them out of the shed and put them in the pool, and they were on the top of the pool, and he went nuts.
Oh, that's
barked. Awesome. Oh, what are those doing out there? They're not supposed to be there. And he just barked.
That's
I
fun.
finally had to take them out so that he could smell them and see what they were and everything. So yeah, he carried on yesterday. Yeah.
Good.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, chat.
Oh, the pleasure's all ours.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Pleasure is ours. Thank you. If we had money, we would pay you, but we are like the poorest people in America, aren't we, Take? Pretty much.
No payment required. I pay enough taxes as it is.
All right.
We love you. Okay. And no matter what happens with scam baiting, we're lifelong friends. We'll always be here if you need anything.
Oh, thank you very much. And Take a Glass and CJ, love your show. Talk to y'all later. See you in chat.
Bye.
Bye, Raz. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
She's awesome. And I should have said more. I guess the best place to check her out, right, is on Ozzy's Ozzy and Friends channel. Isn't that the best place?
I think so. I think that's where you can hear her talent. I mean, she's all over the place. I don't know what's recorded and what's not, but I really think that's the best place where you can hear the newest comedy stuff.
I definitely need to have her
and awareness as well.
Yeah, I definitely need to have her come on my Twitch. I'm try to get her my next force on her is I'll try to get her to come on my Twitch one day and bait with me.
Cool.
Well,
yeah, that was nice.
Do we have time to call some scammers, or you need to go? Okay, cool. Well, let's play a short video from Little Piece, and I'm gonna try some numbers and see what's working. This is Little Piece. This is just a short video from her. Make sure you check out her channel, and thank you again to Raz for coming. It was such a pleasure. All right. We'll be right back, hopefully with some scammer numbers.
If you had to put an amount of time on the amount of times or the amount of time that you call in a week, how many hours a week do you think you spend scam baiting?
I try to get in 2 hours a day of just calling.
Yeah, you do, and you do provide a lot of numbers for people as well. Do you post those on Twitter or anything, or do you just kind of keep a list?
I will share it in chats that I go into, in streams. I'll share it on Skype with people I'm connected with. If somebody requests an email, I'll shoot them an email with a list.
Where are we at here? Oh, past collaborations. Who have you collaborated with in the past?
In addition to the people I mentioned during the actual interview, I've also collaborated with DVR, Hot Chicken, Ronaldo, and UFO Pilot. Be sure to check them out.
We are back. Didn't have a whole lot of luck. Tried some numbers, but thank you so much to Little Peace for letting us share her video. Thank you so much, Raz and Virginia, for the super chats. Super, super appreciate it. Really, really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, that was so kind.
Pardon? What did you say? What the heck did you just say?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, what did you just say?
Said, yeah, that was so kind.
Oh, it just like all ran together. I don't know why, but it sounded like
What the
something
hell's so
totally
funny
different.
about me?
I don't know.
Am I a
Like
clown? Am I here to amuse you?
the sentence just all ran together. It sounded like a whale or something talking.
I mean, I'm in the city. There's horns beeping, but I don't know. That was so kind of you guys for super chatting. I'll make
thank
sure I
y'all.
articulate better.
No. Thank y'all so much. So let's try.
I didn't mean to make you giggle like you're in a forest, just rolling around naked in a giggle prairie or something.
I thought you liked making people giggle. I thought that was your goal.
Yeah, I didn't know me saying that's so kind would do that.
All right, well,
Yeah.
let's try the hotline and see if that's up, because I didn't have a whole lot of luck otherwise. How come it says not found?
We might have to talk more offline. I mean, they might change the number. I don't know.
Oh,
you never know what's going on with that.
Let's see. Did I type enough digits in it? Wait, I typed too many digits. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. No, I didn't. No, it's not up right now. Okay, I got a couple PCH we can try. We'll just have to leave a message and ask them to call us back, because they never answer the first time.
Lately, they've been answering me.
Oh, cool. Hopefully they'll answer.
But
Morning, fun guy. That's great, Virginia. I hope so. Believe me, I'd love nothing more than to not have content if it means that people aren't getting scammed. Awesome thrill. Thank you so much.
You have reached the PCH Prize Patrol Department. All agents
So
are busy
stupid.
at the moment.
I'll leave a
Please leave your
message.
name, email address, and the purpose of your call, and an agent will get back to you shortly. Thank you.
Yes, hello. I got a message that I won some money. Could you please call me back as soon as possible? Thank you so much. Let me try a different one. It's, for those that don't know, that's not the real PCH. They just recorded that voicemail from the actual number, and that's why we, why it sounds like the real one.
so, I mean, is that a real voicemail of somebody who works at the PCH company?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think that they took, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think they took the real voicemail and, like, just recorded the voicemail.
I mean, I would feel better if that is the case. I was hoping that they weren't forcing somebody, like a victim or a mule, to record that message. That's what I was thinking. But you're thinking that's a legit PCH voicemail?
I mean, that's my theory, but I don't know for sure.
Okay.
I could
I'll go
definitely
with
be
yours.
wrong.
I'll sleep better.
It's just a theory. Morning, exposing. Go ahead, you can talk to him. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello? You could talk to him, Take.
I don't hear anybody.
Oh, you don't hear him? Oh, let me try him
No.
again. Do you hear it ringing now?
I hear it ringing.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, how are you doing?
Good. Did I wake you up? I can call you back. I didn't mean to wake you up. It sounds like I woke you up. Did I wake you up?
No, you didn't wake me up. I'm at work.
Okay. Are you sure? I mean, you can tell me if I'm bothering you. I can call you back in a little while. I mean, I think I want some money, but I mean, the money will be there. Did I wake you up?
What are you saying, my friend?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you speak English? Like, it sounds like I woke you up. You sound tired. It doesn't matter what country you're from or what language you speak. Tired is tired. You always know when someone's tired, right? Somebody could be from Jamaica, let's say, Kingston, Jamaica. I know when people sound tired. You sound
hung
tired,
up
my
on
friend.
you. He's not listening. That was quite a voice, though. Let me try him back. What did y'all think of his voice?
I think Boba. Hello?
Hello, David Harper with Publishers Clearinghouse. How can I assist your call?
Oh, you sound better. I called before. I thought I won some money, but I think I talked to somebody, and I think I woke him up. He's not very happy with me. How are you doing?
Why did that make him hang up? That was a legitimate question.
And people wonder why it usually starts with just raging nonsense. You try to be polite, and look what happens.
Oh, thanks so much, Maya, for joining the Discord. Really appreciate that. And thank you, Claire Bear, for asking. Let me see if I can find the link. Thank you so much for asking about my Patreon. Really appreciate that. Okay, let me try him back. I like the first guy's voice better, though. It was more, like, sexy.
I think
the number you are trying to reach is no longer in service.
Oh, snap. They blocked us.
Boba had summed it up pretty well in chat. He said that's what death sounds like.
Oh, my God.
You always got to love a New Yorker. I'll tell you how it is.
Okay, I finally found my Patreon. Sorry. It shouldn't be that hard. It's just /CJ_scams. But anyway. Okay, let me try him back from a different number. I hope we get the first guy.
And
they literally might have taken their phone off the hook or something. We didn't bother.
They're tough to get a hold of sometimes.
Oh, here it goes. It's ringing now. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Publishers House. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thanks. We got a message that we won something. Is that not the right thing to say? Why do they keep hanging up?
Oh, he hung up on you?
Yeah.
I was going to say, ask him if you just woke him up. That would have been funny. I don't know if he'll pick up again from a different number. Oh, maybe he will.
I mean, that's normally what I say to them. So I don't know why it's not working today. I'm tired of the BS, though. I'm about to just cuss him out. I feel angry.
Hello?
Y'all are pissing me off. I'm getting angry. Stop hanging up on me. Did I win anything or not?
Who am I speaking with? I have no idea who am I speaking with.
This is Mary. Is this not the person to whom I'm speaking?
This is the publisher's clearance house, my dear. Have you received a notification call in regards to some cash prize that you have won?
Yeah, and I just told you that 3 times in a row, and y'all just kept hanging up on me.
And did you receive a confirmation code within that call?
Yeah, I sure did. Are you awake, sir? You
Your
sound
confirmation
real
code
tired.
is?
It's 467-8921.
What was the confirmation code that you have received?
467-8921B.
21B?
Yeah. Or at least that's how I wrote it down on my paper here.
Okay.
Are you sure you're fully awake? You sound real sleepy.
No, sweetheart. I'm up. I'm at work from 4 o'clock.
Why y'all keep hanging up on me then?
Have you spoken with some other agent before me? Because
Yeah.
I was not the one who you have spoke with.
Yeah, and he just hung up on me for no reason. I think he's trying to take my money that I won.
Well, I will just go through the procedure here. I will call you back in ASAP. I'm going to have everything been rectified, and I will call you back, all right? But what I want you to provide me with your full name.
Mary Jenkins. And when exactly is ASAP? What does that mean?
As soon as possible.
Okay. Well, I look forward to hearing from ASAP.
Okay. When someone uses the word ASAP, that's what they meant, all right?
Oh, I thought
Soon
you meant
as
it was a
possible.
person.
Say this for me again?
I thought you were talking about a person, that ASAP would call me back.
No, not ASAP will call you back. I will call you back in ASAP. All right?
Okay, great. I only want to talk to you because that other guy was rude to me. And I like you. You have a
All right.
sexy voice.
And okay, thank you. And provide me with the correct spelling of your name, please. I want to get your situation dealt with right away.
My first name is Mary.
Yeah.
Jenkins.
I got that.
Jenkins. Mary Jenkins.
Jenkins. Kins.
Yeah. You can call me Mrs. J.
And that's Mary Jenkins.
Yeah, Jenkins.
Okay, sweetheart. I will call you back as soon as possible, okay? Let me have this been verified first, and then I will call you back. So please stay put until I get back to you, all right?
Okay, thanks so much, ASAP. Talk to you soon.
No, my name is Mr. Steve Brown.
Oh, Steve Brown. Okay. Mr.
Yeah, my name is Steve Brown, all right? And even if you call and you don't get to speak, just in case, when you call, I am not the agent who responds to your call at the same time. You can just ask for Mr. Steve Brown, and someone will provide you with an extension, all right? So you will be able to speak to me.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sweetheart.
Bye. Adios.
Stop.
You should call back now and ask for ASAP.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to ruin it, but I don't think he's going to call you back. So, yeah, call him from a different number, and I'll say, what's going on, Mr. Aesop? Did I just wake you up?
Yeah, let's try a different number.
David Harper with Publishers Clearinghouse. How can I assist your call?
Did I just wake you up? Harper?
Why do they hate you so much? Thanks, exposing.
That's a different guy, though. That's a different guy, right?
Right, that was a different guy. But still, why does he hate you?
He hung up on you before. It's not just me. But yes, more people hate me than you.
I don't know why. I yelled at him for crying out loud. You were perfectly polite.
Hello, Publishers Clearinghouse. How can I assist your call?
So confused. I thought I won some money, but you sound like you're in Jamaica right now drinking Red Stripe, eating jerk chicken. What's going on here? Did I win this money? Go ahead, please.
They won't even talk to you, dumb jerks.
Doesn't anybody say goodbye anymore? Rude.
Very rude. Let me try that other number right quick. See if it's up yet. Nope.
The number you are trying to reach is no longer...
Snap, he blocked you. Why would he block you? You didn't do anything to him.
That's what I've been telling my ex-girlfriends.
Like, what did you do to him?
Right.
Publishers Clearinghouse. How can I assist your call? Hello.
Hello. Can you talk to me?
I guess that's a no.
I don't want to talk to these people anymore.
The only fairness I have for the scammer is, like, sometimes when you first say something, it's like quiet and then it gets louder the more you talk. So they might actually not hear your very first word. I don't know why it does that. All right, well, let me try a different number. Let's see if there's any more posted since I tested them a few minutes ago.
I'll get right on that exposing. Thank you.
Here's a Norton one that just got posted. Let's see if that works.
Thank you for calling. This is Michael. How can I help you?
Hey, Michael, how are you? It's Dean Myers again.
What do you mean by it's D Myers again?
We spoke the other day. You were telling me some information about your call center, and you were ready to flip on your boss. Do you remember me? I was going to pay you $1,000. I've been looking everywhere for you.
No, I don't remember.
Hey. Ciao ciao raha hey.
I don't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Cal Galat. Can you talk to me about that?
No, I don't want
Did
to
I wake
talk
you
to
up?
you. Thank you.
You sound so sad. It need Dukiko.
Shut up.
Oh, you're upset. Did I say something to offend you?
What the hell was that? Oh my god. He was like, everything was fine, and all of a sudden he's like, shut up.
They get mad.
We gotta try that one back, right?
Yeah. Now I can rage. Now he's got me upset. Rude.
That was hilarious.
Thank you for calling Northern Security. How can I help you?
आपके से है चूतिया मेरा वादा है तुमसे आज बराश होने वाली है I will fuck up your day, bitch. क्या चल रहा है? Go ahead, please. जनाब कुतिया में आपका स्वागत है. क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? कृपया.
Did he say something in Hindi? He was talking so fast. Could you understand what he said?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just raging. He got me going. Hang up on me. Rude.
Mr. Norton or Mr. ASAP.
Thanks for calling. This is Michael. How can I help you?
Hello?
Did you not hear your voice just now in the background? Am I the only one that just heard Take's, like they were listening to Take's voice in the background? Like, I think they were replaying your call.
Oh, nice.
That's what
They're
it sounded
dissecting
like
my
to me.
Hindi. Maybe they'll call me up and give me a lesson straight from the source. I'll take
Yeah.
it.
Did anyone else hear that? Everyone's too busy laughing. Hello? Hello? I think they're waiting for you to rage at them because they're just sitting there listening.
Hello? Namaskar, Chuthia. Aap kaise hai? Is anybody there? Hello? Kya aap Angrezi bolte hai? Good morning. Shuprapat. I don't think they're there.
Shupravat. Kaminacho? Maybe they speak only Bengali.
Tume kamanaso. Mote muti? Okay, Port of the Kahabe.
Adios.
Hang up on these.
Their number can't be down already. Come on. Oh.
Oh, exposing both single.
What?
Hello?
Hello? Hold on, my microchip crashed. Let me pull up my text now. I don't know why it crashed. Casey, hey, Chutia.
Oh,
I don't
good.
even know what that means, but I've just heard you say it now a million times, so now I say it. Does that mean what's your name, or what does that mean?
Apkese hey, like how are you?
Ah.
And then you can
Apkese hey,
replace it with
Chutia.
anything. Apkese hey, mother chode. Apkese hey, dan chode.
Yeah.
I try to balance it out. Like I'll start raging and then I'll just say, go ahead, please. You gotta find the balance. Don't you watch
Yeah.
Karate Kid? Mr. Miyagi, go find the balance.
Yeah. Well, I definitely learned all of my Hindi from Take. That's why my
Oh,
Hindi's
God.
so
Got
good.
it. Gotta help you. There's plenty of people in chat that can help you, I think. I want you to learn
Good.
properly.
Good Lord, who the heck is this that called 14 times? I don't know.
Oh,
All right.
that must be somebody you're baiting that's looking for money. 14 times?
Yeah, goodness. All right, let me try this number over here.
Oh my heavens.
My text now. Oh heavens to Betsy. That's what we say in the South when we're just about to faint from shock.
Oh, Betsy?
We say, oh heavens to Betsy.
You're trying to reach is currently unavailable.
Oh snap. They took their
Please
phone
leave a
down because
message
of us.
after the tone.
They turned their phone off or something. Or closed it temporarily. Probably not because of us, because it's on scammer.info. I'm sure they were getting other ones too, but
Oh, that was Nader. Nader was calling you.
oh, that was you. Oh, Nader, you called 14 times?
I think it's a joke. I don't know.
Well, thank you for calling us so much. But when we're not streaming, I have the phone off, so it's not going to do a lot of good.
Hotline. Calls are recorded. Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Not on.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
What?
I don't know. But he's triggered.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Are they just hanging up, or what's going on with this?
They're hanging right up because I think they're being messed with by a bunch of people.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Oh, I owe you money, Nader?
Hello?
Hello?
Press 1 to talk to
I'll
a
get you
scammer.
some gift cards later, Nader. Hey, John M., what's up?
Hello?
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Hello?
Press 1 to talk to a scammer. Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
You just do this all day?
It's not this bad usually.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer. Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Like they're not even speaking.
Picked up and heard us a few times, no? Unless you're muted. I don't know how you do it.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
They can hear us.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Like that time we didn't even say nothing. They're just hanging up without speaking, which is good for victims.
Hello?
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Yeah, they're triggered.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I'm John. I'm calling from Microsoft. How are you?
Oh, you're micro, right? And you're soft. Haha, you're Microsoft. You get it? You
Press
see what I
1
did
to
there,
talk to a
fucker?
scammer.
Why do you do this?
He was calling you for Microsoft. It was probably important.
I don't need soft doodle dashers
Press 1
waking
to
me
talk
up this
to a
early.
scammer.
Maybe he had some tips on being Microsoft.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Well, this is pretty strange. That's True Caller Radio. It costs some money.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Mother chode?
Press 1 to talk to a
Called you a
scammer.
mother chode.
He picked up and said it. See, he's so upset right now.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Hey, babe. Dang,
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Hey, babe. Hey, babe.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Trying to get him hooked. Hey, babe.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Hi. Hi.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Yeah, they're real triggered. I wonder if it's going to the same number. I guess there's no way you can tell. Huh.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
I would say it is from their reactions.
Hey, babe.
Hello?
Dang.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Hi.
Hello?
Hey, sexy.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer. Press 1 to talk to a scammer. Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
I don't know how long we should do this for. Oh, baby.
Yo.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
How long should we do this for? I feel like I could do it all day long.
I mean,
It's
I feel like
real
people
boring,
will.
But
Press
it's
1 to
kinda
talk to a
fun.
scammer.
It's like, we should take bets. Hey, babe.
Hey, Temple. Hey,
Pardon?
Temple.
Pardon?
Hey.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
He said something about Temple.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pay greasy bolte hey. Kripia. Hello, namaskar. Don't hang up.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Well, do this for like 2 more minutes, y'all, I promise, and then I'll stop, but it's kind of fun.
I'm surprised we still have at least one person watching.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
You heard it here first. Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Hi, scammer. Hey, babe.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer. Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Yes, Stephanie.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Yeah, it is.
Gift card.
What gift card?
Gift card. What do I do with these gift cards, sir?
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Good
Oh.
try. Good try.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
No, I won't do it for 15 more minutes. Just like 2 more minutes, and then I'll stop borrowing you. But it's kind of fun.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Like, we should be taking bets like 10,000 to 1. They talk to you next call. You want
No,
those
Amy
odds?
G. It's set up by somebody for people like us
Press
to
1
keep
to
calling.
talk to a scammer.
Guy's a genius who set this up.
You're welcome.
Hello? 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 Can you help me?
Yes, you want to continue the order or you want to cancel the order right now? Tell me.
No, I want to cancel it, right? You're the one, I call you to cancel these things, right?
No, what company you are? Like what company I am? Do you know what company you're
Oh,
calling?
which company are you? Either I can cancel my subscription or I could go ahead with it, right? Hello?
क्या लगा लगा?
I don't
Press
understand you,
1
sir.
to talk to a scammer.
Oh,
You got one for a minute. You should have taken the 10,000 to 1 odds.
I was going to take a guess. Hello?
Press
That
1
it was
to talk
Norton.
to a scammer.
Hello? Hi.
Press 1 to talk to a
Dang, you
scammer.
sound busy. You heard that?
They've been flooded with nonsense.
He said, "What company am I?"
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
What if you called someone and they said, "What company am I?"
Press 1 to talk to a scammer. Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Right, Rudy.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Morning, Crypt. How are you?
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
Okay, 5 more times. 5.
Oh, you're addicted. Hello?
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
4.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
3.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
2.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Welcome to Amazon customer support team. My name is David Anderson. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. Thank you for asking me. Ma'am, under your name, place a order a new iPad that recent Amazon charged you $400, ma'am. Are you placed the
Oh my
order?
god. Oh my god.
iPad?
No, honey, have you touched my iPad again? I told you not to touch it. Every time you touch it, you order something.
I don't touch nothing.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Stop touching my iPad.
I don't touch nothing of yours anymore.
Okay, how do I cancel this order, sir?
Okay, ma'am.
Sir.
Ma'am, do you have any computer, ma'am? Go to our official site, ma'am. I can help you cancel this order, ma'am, and get back your refund. Do you have any
I
computer,
know
ma'am?
she's got a
Go to
computer in
our
that little
official
room she
site.
stays in. I know she's got a computer. I saw her on Legal Zoom getting the divorce things ready. Who goes to Legal Zoom to get a divorce? Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, because you keep touching my iPad. I just dealt with
Because
this
you don't
last
go
week
down
with
on my
PayPal.
Doodle Dasher anymore.
Last week I had to already deal with PayPal, sent them $20,000. Now what did you do?
Oh, sir, go ahead. Talk some sense into this woman.
Pardon?
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
You know what he said in Hindi? He said, "I'm not a marriage counselor. Work it out."
That's what he said, for real? Or you're just saying that?
No, but it's good. But it's good for the stream.
Press 1 to talk to a scammer.
All right, well, it's been 12 minutes, so I won't bore y'all anymore. But that was fun. We'll definitely have to do that again.
Yeah, usually it doesn't. It's not so boring. But what happens is, if that's been out for a while, I mean, they've been hit with a lot of people. They're jonesing for that number, so they've been flooded with nonsense for probably, longer than when we got there, and that's why they're at the hanging up stage, the annoying part where they just hang up, which is good because they'll do that to victims as well.
Right.
But people still
hung
want to say that it doesn't work. Calling them again and again and again, it does work because it gets to their mental state where they'll just keep hanging up on true potential victims.
He said they are joking. That's why he hung up, because he decided we were joking.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what they said. No, thanks, Nader.
Well, that was super fun, but I'm getting hungry and it's time to eat some grits.
All right, go have your grits.
Yeah.
And do yourself a favor. Go find out what devil dogs are. Find yourself some devil dogs.
All right, I sure will. Even though I really shouldn't be eating that. You're like I said, you're
Well-
like taking an alcoholic to the bar right now.
Oh, grits are healthy?
They're healthier than doodle dashers. I mean, not doodle dashers. What'd you call them? Dog something
Well,
something.
listen, Doodle Dasher, that's it's an acquired taste, but trust me. Yeah. Everybody needs some vitamin T once in a while.
Well, thank you
No, just kidding.
again. Thank you again to Raz for joining us. And thank you so much to Trish, New Moon, Raz, DA, Scamula, Betty, Raz, Virginia, and Raz for their super chats today. Thank y'all so much. We super appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you so much, Raz, for joining us. And yeah, I'm speechless. She's just such a good friend and a good supporter, and it was so good that she took the time to talk with us. Thank you, Raz.
Yep, and everyone go have a Devil Dog's Doodle Dasher for lunch today.
Yeah, it's don't go to your local convenience store and say, "Hey, are you going to stock Doodle Dashers anytime soon?"
Yeah.
You just might get an order of protection against you. Just saying. Friend told me that does not work.
Yeah. All right. Well, love you all. Thanks for watching. Our Thursday guest will be a mystery. I don't,
Yep.
because we don't know who it is yet. And we will be back on Thursday. And y'all be watching out for my little short video of the interview, and I'll be on Twitch later tonight. Anything you'd like to announce?
No, I've done enough talking, I think, for one day. Let's let these people have a nice relaxation away from me and go have some breakfast. And then whoever's streaming at now or noon, enjoy it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I got. And we all know to look out for the new NanoBaiter video, to watch him mess with scammers on CCTVs.
CCTVs. That sounds awesome. And we don't know yet when that will be out, right?
I don't think we know. And thank you, Crypt Keeper. That's so nice of you to say that. Yeah, we don't know. He didn't say a date. He's working on it.
Okay.
Oh, John M here. What up, John? Bambi? All right. I'll let you go eat your Doodle Dashers or whatever you're going to snack on.
All right. Love y'all. We'll see you Thursday.
That's
see
the end of that conversation. Bye, y'all.
See you on Twitch tonight. Love you guys. Bye.
Later.